Yes, people, welcome back to another episode of Real Ball Talk. Second one in the studio. Glad to be back here so soon. Let me introduce the man. What are you saying, Jalil?
Yeah, man, welcome back. It's like our second home here, isn't it? It's good to get a second one. What, second one already?
Yeah.
Let's get it, man. Happy to be here, man.
100%. Rash, what are you saying, man?
Alhamdulillah, happy to be here. It's a nice day, sun shining. It's good to be back in the studio, man.
100%. And last but not least, Jeff.
Hey, man. It's great.
Yeah.
It's 22 degrees outside. Yeah, my shorts and legs are out. I mean,
Come
I'm
on.
happy, man.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Come on.
Shout out the Queen.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Happy birthday to the Queen.
yeah, happy birthday.
Oh, you confused me for a minute. I'm looking at him like, bro, what queen?
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, let's move on from that.
I promised 5 seconds, bro. What are we doing?
That's funny.
Hey, now let's move on from that. Hey, Labs is not here at the moment, but we got Shade in the background in the building, so he'll be jumping in. But yeah, man, let's get into it. Obviously, a lot of transfer news already since the season ended last week when Madrid beat Liverpool in the final. Yeah, man. So I guess the main one to come out yesterday is Pogba's officially left Man United. 6 years. I mean, boy, 6 years gone just like that, you know. Pog back. He's gonna be doing it again, going back to Juve. It looks like so. Boy, but how would you rate his time at United out of 10, man?
Fam, do you remember that advert with Stormzy?
Yeah, I watched that yesterday.
I was an Arsenal fan. I was still going off like. You know what I mean?
It was lit though. It was
I
lit.
don't even remember.
No, it was
It
hard.
It was lit.
I'm not gonna lie, it was hard.
It was hard still.
Because obviously Pog was the dancer and that. He likes to dance and that. And then obviously Stormzy was spitting fire. But how would I rate his season, man? I mean, his time
Time at
there.
United, yeah.
6 years.
Give me some accolades. Give me some accolades.
What,
and-
team accolades?
Yeah, team accolades and
Europa
even
League.
finals.
Europa
mate.
League, FA Cup, and Carabao Cup, I believe.
Nah, no FA Cup.
Okay,
so-
cool.
What
So-
what was that fake treble they won? Oh,
The
Community
Shield,
Shield. Oh,
Shield, yeah.
We
That's-
count that. We
that's
count that.
away.
We count that. Anything
Nah,
that's
we- no,
competitive, we count that.
We don't count it.
Count.
No.
Okay,
That
they
doesn't-
don't.
It's a
You
shield.
can.
I put my chicken and chips on it.
Plate.
Well, you got to give him. Cause I see a lot of stuff on Twitter like this is crap, but if we're being real, he's a quality player in that. But I'm gonna give him a standard 5. Well, like I can't give him excellent because he has some sparks, but again, it all comes down to consistency at the end of the day. And unfortunately, he didn't have that. So yeah, I'm gonna easily have to hold a 5 from me, man.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Rash, what you said? Pogba, United.
Pogba and United, I think I would only remember it as Pogba versus the media. Pogba versus the pundits.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't really get to see the brilliance of Pogba on the pitch. Nothing like what we saw at Juventus. Nothing like what we see in France.
Yeah.
But you know, there was moments, those glimpses where he showed his brilliance, his excellence. There was one season where I think I was even saying I don't ever see him lose the ball, and United are a better
that
team
Yeah.
with him
First two,
in
probably.
it. You know,
Yeah.
First two, yeah.
like he was brilliant, and it was a team where I was actually slightly envious as an Arsenal fan. I was like, oh my gosh, they got Pogba, they got Lukaku. They like these men are just doing bits. Like
Second season.
I liked what they were doing. I think that was the who else was in there? Was it my man ponytail? What's his name? Ibrahimovic.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and Rooney. That was a good season for them.
Yeah.
Rooney as well.
Yeah.
That's the year they won their trophies.
Yeah.
So
That might have been
16,
2016.
17.
Yeah.
So I like that season of him, but it just seems like it's just a very small highlight reel. Very underwhelming. I wanted to see a lot more. Obviously, you mentioned the Pogba video.
Yeah.
So we was expecting a big hype. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, it was very underwhelming. But I believe a lot of that was due to him not really wanting to be there. To be honest, I don't think he really wanted to be there half the time. Half the time he wasn't there. Half the time he was saying I'm injured. He was saying I'm injured. The people weren't saying he's injured. He was saying I'm injured.
Yeah,
And then you'll see him in LA or something like that,
chilling
chilling. So
and getting
think-
criticised by the media.
yeah, but I wouldn't want to be here if all I got was criticism.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So yeah, underwhelming, but it was good to see him here again. It was good to see him here.
Yeah. Yeah, I think The Pogba one is interesting because I think all those times where he was going to like Miami or LA or Dubai, he was actually training, like doing his rehab there. Because obviously they say the rehab is better in warm weather places. And despite all that, the media would still get on his back, saying, "What is he doing there? Why is he not like United's training ground?" So he just couldn't win.
And he went to his brother's wedding. Do you remember that time he was dancing and Gary never called him out after they lost the game? I was thinking, oh, it's your brother's wedding. Just celebrate, and you're gonna go back to training tomorrow. Why are they grilling him? And every time they lose, it was always Pogba's fault. So that's why I agree with Rash.
Twofold though, man. Like one side, we know what one side is. Like it's kind of
we do.
Easy target, easy scapegoat.
Yeah.
Other side is his brand. Like his brand is this fun-loving kind of guy. So when you're not performing on the pitch and you're having fun, it's a no-brainer on what the outcome's gonna be.
I hear you, man.
Yeah.
Like that's a lot of it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of his time here. Like, if we break it down, he came here as what? One of the world's best.
At the
Or
time.
on the cusp of complete greatness.
On the cusp.
Like 90 mil, like just played in the Champions League final, just lost to Barcelona, was the guy.
Yeah.
You're expecting him to come and elevate Manchester United.
Facts.
In 6 years, if I'm being honest, it ain't happened. If I'm being completely honest, it's been a flop. They probably made their money back, but football-wise, it ain't worked. For whatever reason. You can say, like, you know what? Can maybe say, I'll maybe give it 50-50. 50% team, because it was never really built properly. They never really utilised him properly.
They've had a manager as well, really good one, to be fair.
They did.
Who do we say? Oh, Mourinho. Okay, yeah.
Mourinho.
Yeah.
He's had good managers. Like, he probably played his best in Ollie's first 6-7 months. That's when he went on a tear. Like, he was killing it. But they found his, like, best position for a little bit, then started moving him around again. So it's a bit like, no matter how good you are, you're not going to be your best self if you keep getting moved around. You need a consistent place.
Facts.
But the other 50% is him. His application isn't always there. Like, if you're playing centre mid, even though it may not be your best position or whatnot, you're here. Do the job. Like, you do it for France. You do it for France.
Yeah.
When, like, I know there's Kante next to you or Matuidi, whoever it was at the time, but you got to do your job. Like, if you're there in the middle of the park, like, I'll never forget, there was a game against Wolves. He tried to do some stupid skill and hold a man off. They just nicked it when they scored. Yeah. It's like, bro, like, that's happened many times.
Yeah, that's
He's
one
lost
of
a
his,
lot.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, you're just doing senseless stuff. And I kind of think, like, for me, I probably overestimated him in the beginning. That's probably why I was so harsh on him through his time. Because it's kind of like,
that's fair.
Overestimated.
nah, because you know, when you look at him, you're thinking, all right, this guy could be like Gerrard or something. He's got all the attributes.
Yeah, nah.
Just because he could,
different type of player.
he is, but I mean, like, he could be like an all-action midfielder.
He could.
That by attributes.
By attributes, yeah.
But then when you realize that the application is not gonna happen, like, he's a certain kind of player, like, he wants to do certain kind of things.
Yeah.
So I'll be honest, I still don't know his best position.
But it's just a gulf and contrast between him at United and him for France.
It's
It's just
where he
crazy.
wants to play and
Yeah.
people he's comfortable with is also it. And I guess they know how to use him a bit better. You're kind of like what you said. He kind of doesn't. I'm still not sure. He kind of doesn't want to be at United. The full time he didn't. Like, maybe at times he did. Then you might spark his interest again. But then at a certain point he's just like, I'm just here collecting the money.
I just think we were saying in the group chat yesterday, I think Pogba's just one of those players that he plays better with better players. There are some players, like Ozil was like that as well.
Yeah,
He was actually his best at Madrid
that's
when he had the highest caliber of players around him.
Pogba is the Arsenal version of Ozil.
I would agree.
Like, they're like polarizing players, all the
Scapegoated
ability in the
of
world,
times.
but they need a certain kind of setup and they have a certain kind of mentality. Like,
Yeah.
even like Pogba, like, another reason he probably gets criticism is because of his social media, like, presence. Like, when there's an issue, like, he'll go to social media to kind of air it out, like, cryptic, let people decipher it or whatnot, and then kind of just step back and act like it never happened. But you know what you did.
Yeah.
Like, through the Mourinho times, there was little problems. I remember there was, like, little posts and whatnot.
Yeah.
Spark something up.
Yeah.
Then, like, you're just kind of like, no, I didn't do it. No, but
Yeah.
you did. So that's why I say it's like 50-50. Like, this the team, because you never really, if you spend 90 million on a guy, I'm assuming you want to build the team around him.
Other teams wanted him as well.
Yeah, like, you took him off many of the best teams. He chose to come home. Like,
Yeah.
Real Madrid wanted him,
Yeah.
I think. Real Madrid wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just
PSG
didn't want to
was on
pay
the
the
books.
90 for him.
yeah, just didn't want to pay the. But it probably could have worked something out. But he
Yeah.
chose to come to you, and
You didn't use him.
you didn't really like. What he usually played with in midfield? Like he's
Over
played
the
with
years, Fellaini, Herrera,
Fellaini.
McTominay, Andres Pereira, Fred.
Who's his best?
Matic.
Who's his best partner at United?
Matic.
Matic.
Fair.
If Matic was 4 or 5 years younger, it would have been a different story.
Different.
Because Matic at Chelsea,
Was a beast.
that's
Beast.
a dangerous guy at Chelsea.
Yeah,
But
beast.
just his legs just got as he was getting on, like he became better at being on the ball than off the ball,
Yes.
and his strength was
Yeah.
off the ball at
Yeah.
Chelsea.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like, that's why you sympathise with Pogba a bit, because like, well, no disrespect to McTominay and that, you shouldn't even be standing on the same pitch as him.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah.
I'm looking at
That's
I'm
no
Pogba,
disrespect, bro.
and
That's a fact.
I've got all of this like. If I'm talking like natural ability, he's in my top 10 on natural ability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have
Can do everything.
Yeah.
Left foot, right foot, vision,
got it all.
skills, strength. He can header, he can score goals when he wants. He can do everything.
Yeah.
It's just like the application. But if I'm playing with McTominay, Fred, Fellaini, like you expect me to? What do you expect me to do with this idiot next to me?
So it's known as well when you the type of players that you play around as well
you become
determines your form as well.
Facts.
Like, you can dip in your class and your ability just from playing with trash.
It
You know
happens.
what I'm trying to say? And you can up your game by playing with world class players as well.
Yeah.
I think Pogba as well. He's one of those players that seems to thrive when he's loved.
Yeah.
Everything's in a
Yeah.
place
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
the crowd love him. and
Positive,
the
yeah.
people
That's why I was going
love
back
him
to
and
Juve.
positive. Yeah,
The showman.
yeah, he is.
That's what he is.
And he entertains the crowd when
Yeah.
they're like that. And I think over here, there was just too many men on his back. They expected him to carry the team. When in reality, he's not someone who carries teams.
No, he's not.
Doesn't do that. He's
That's-
someone who
that was
lights
my
up the
mistake.
team. Yeah, he
That was
light-
Yeah,
that was my
that's
mistake.
Yeah.
That's what when he came, you're thinking, nah, he can do it. Like, he can grab this team and drag them.
Nah.
No.
No, that's not his role.
not
That's
him.
not what he does.
And that's why I say it was my mistake. Like you kind of overestimate a guy. 'cause
I think
you
that's what everybody did for him. Everyone thought he could be the guy to carry, but very quickly you see he's not that.
yeah.
He's like Rash said, he's the guy that could maybe do something that can spark a crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, like even when you
During the
see
game, but-
the little clips where who's he shouting at France, and it went like, oh yeah, he's a leader. Like,
What,
who's
in
he
the
shouting
changing
at?
room?
It was Sissoko.
Sissoko.
There was,
Oh,
there was that,
in
and
the
again
game,
another
Picking
one.
up someone.
There was a Sissoko when Sissoko
and then
didn't
he did
press.
and then he did the final. He did the final speech
Yeah,
for
yeah,
the World
speech,
Cup
yeah,
before they
for the
lifted
World
it.
Cup final. Yeah,
Those little snippets, like
Yeah.
maybe can be a vice captain, but captains, it means
Much, yeah.
every second of the day.
yeah,
That's what it means.
Yeah,
So it doesn't mean that you're just a captain for this moment and then you go back into your shell. It's kind of consistent. like.
consistent. Yeah, throughout
And
the
that's
year.
the difference between him and maybe like a Gerrard. Gerrard could drag his team up and drag him to a Champions League because he's got a different mentality. It's like, no, we're not shagging. Like, no, there's no way.
Yeah,
Like, not if I have anything to do with it. Pogba's more like, all right, if you guys play, you know what I bring to the table.
Facts.
But I can't make you better
yeah.
because it's tough.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So I mean, so overall, so you gave it a 5 out of 10.
And standard, man. He hasn't been consistent. He would have, if he was a bit more consistent, he would have got 6 but injuries and not playing well. All put him down. But
I think
he's
5 is fair. You know?
yeah, for standard, man. Standard.
Some might give it lower.
I probably would give it lower.
Yeah,
That's only because it's underwhelming and because of
Fair.
the hype around him and what what he can bring to the table and then what he did bring to the table.
yeah.
When you hold him to the standards that he has, he's below average. 5 is average to me. I feel like he fell below the line, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Question then. So, like from the games where you saw him playing, did you other than him trying to showboat and lose the ball, would you say he's been on when he did play, he's been below standard? Would you say? Like,
No.
did you not see anything?
Below
like
his
he was-
standard, he's been coasting for 4 years.
Okay.
He hasn't really had, like, no, I'll say 3 years. Like, he's coasted. Like, he hasn't had to do much. Like, because he's never going to have a terrible game.
Yeah,
It's not.
exactly.
Yeah, that's the
it's
thing.
Pogba.
Yeah, that's
He's
the
always
thing.
going to
Yeah.
be the best of a shit bunch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
that's what I've been saying. That's
he's
why I
always
said
gonna
it.
have a moment because I'm one of the most gifted players.
Yeah.
Why would I not have a moment in the game?
Yeah,
But if you judge it to him and what he was like at Juve, I know he was playing left
Left
wing.
wing.
Like
Left
you
wing,
had
yeah.
Marquisio,
Left side of the
Pirlo.
free, innit?
Yeah, you had
Left side of the free. Yeah.
killers behind you. You could do whatever
Now-
you wanted. Vidal.
Yeah, Vidal.
But
Active as well.
yeah, so but yeah, it's probably he's just coasting, man.
Fair.
It's a mad one because just for Pogba, like you said, last 3 years, especially the last 3 years where McTominay and stuff and Fred have been around, he knows that he's the best player. So
Like,
he knows.
distance. Like it's not
I
even
can show
close.
through a game, one or two things, people will still rate me as the best. I don't have to go above that. I can almost save myself for France.
Even though I believe he knew that as well, but even though deep down inside he knows there was criticism coming from everywhere.
Yeah, he knew that as well. Yeah,
I don't know one pundit that had his back ever. It was always negative. And if you see all social medias and all the ats and all these hashtags for Pogba, even the fans were calling him out. I mean, I'm gonna say it. A lot of black fans were backing him, and everyone else was just killing him.
Business. Pogba's clicks.
He's clickbait.
Soon as we'll bring him into anything.
Anything. He even became.
Oh man, Brexit. It's all Pogba's fault.
Yeah.
It's all Pogba.
You know what I mean? It's just common in our conversations. Like even when he's not playing for 6 months, going, wow, I wonder how soon this is going to spin this onto Pogba.
We say that every single time.
Became a game.
You know
We
what?
say it every time.
Pogba, in a funny way, has become probably one of the most divisive characters in terms of race, in terms of play that the Prem's had. Because it's almost like one of them ones where if you see a black guy praise Pogba or black woman praise Pogba, people will be like, oh, you're just praising him because he's black.
Yeah.
And if you see a white guy criticize him, genuinely criticize him where he deserves it, you'll be like, this guy's racist.
Yeah.
Or he just,
Even if he's just spitting facts.
Or it's not even racist.
He might be
He's just
spitting
looking for the
facts.
scapegoat because he's black.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Might not be racist, but
Yeah.
he's blaming the black guy.
But he might just be spitting facts.
Why do you always blame the black guy? Why is he always...
He might have just been saying, yo, why does Pogba keep losing the ball in dangerous areas?
Yeah, like, I'm not
That's
gonna lie.
facts.
That's
Soon
facts.
soon
That's
as
facts.
Black man look at it and say, raw, white guy saying that this guy just keep going in because he's
Just
black.
But
like
there
you
was
said.
sometimes where Souness did bring him up and he wasn't
No.
on the pitch.
Souness,
He
yeah.
wasn't even on the pitch.
Nah.
yeah.
Nah, Souness.
Souness was
I'm not
bugging
talking
a lot.
about Souness.
Souness was
I'm not
bugging
talking
a
about
lot.
Souness. I'm talking about
Like
the
genuine
regular-
critics, like
Yeah.
he does deserve some crit. Like
He
even,
does.
Yeah, no, he
even
does,
if
he
you
does,
even
he
if you're
does.
having a 5 out of 6, if my ability is 10, like if we're being honest, on ability, Pogba's better than a KDB. On ability,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Overall.
Wait, my man's got something to say still.
No?
Let
You don't
him
reckon?
let him say something.
You don't think? Nah, come and say it.
Come on,
Whoa,
jump in there.
whoa,
Jump in there.
whoa.
I need to hear what he has to say about this, and you can switch back.
Yeah,
I
go
need
on,
to
go
hear
on,
this,
go
I
on,
need
go
to
on,
hear
go on, go on, go
I
on.
need to hear this, bro.
Go on.
So basically, Jeff said, ability-wise, Pogba's better than KDB, and you said no. Can you tell us why?
Because he's not. Because he's not. Like, you gotta think about it, yeah. Like, Paul Pogba is an absolute baller, but he don't do what he can do ever really. He has his moments, and everyone's always talking about he plays good for France and that. International football is way different to
100%.
It's way
game,
different.
innit?
You're right.
100%.
So you gotta think about it, like man, like Harry Maguire and that. International football.
They look like this. They look like the shit.
Do you get what I
Yeah,
mean?
no, you
So
got a
it's
point,
different.
you
The
got a point.
game's like it's slower. It's played different. Do you get it? So international football itself, like if you're good at certain things, you'll boss that, innit? Like look at Xhaka in international football. Like
He's better.
people,
Yeah,
they're a lot
yeah.
better. The game's different. It's
Slower.
played different. Do you get what I mean?
Slower
So
game.
cool with De Bruyne now. International ball, Prem, Champions League. He does his thing. Look at the last day of the season.
Yeah.
Pogba's not doing that ever. Like, come on, be real. He's not. He's not setting up that final goal. He's not dragging his team from 2-0 down. And ability-wise, you can't question De Bruyne. I've seen him outside the foot with his left foot, his right foot. He's
Ability-wise,
banged it
De
from-
Bruyne's
he's
got
banged it from
everything.
Let's
way-
talk about the attributes.
Yeah,
then.
maybe
But-
maybe skills-wise, like actual techers.
Let's
Yeah,
go,
maybe.
let's go
But
through
then
each,
there's a
let's
lot
go
of
through
man.
each attribute quickly. Then let's go through each attribute. Who would you say has got better dribbling? Pogba
De
or?
Bruyne or Pogba?
I'm gonna go through each attribute. This is the only way we can
Alright,
get it down.
so, cool. Maybe Pogba there because
Okay.
he's got more skills.
Passing.
De Bruyne.
Who's got better shooting for you?
De Bruyne, that's not close.
De Bruyne. But
De Bruyne's
yeah,
shot,
yeah, yeah,
De Bruyne's shooting is
De Bruyne.
wicked.
De Bruyne.
Who's got more pace? That's not really
De
big
Bruyne.
thing.
They're both slow,
De
but
Bruyne.
De Bruyne, I've seen him run more.
Who's
than Pogba.
physically stronger?
That's Pogba.
So from the five, I just asked you. You said KDB, so I can see what you're saying now.
Yeah, and
Three out
KDB,
of five,
he
they
does.
give to
He's
KDB,
got the ability, and he shows you that, man.
Fair,
Like Pogba's got it,
made a
and
good point, man.
Man United's poor, but still, if they're so rubbish, you should be that golden thing in that team. Do you get me? When you're that good, and
I was gonna
and you're not.
We switched them. We switched them.
Yeah.
We put Pogba in City and we put
that's literally
KDB
wow,
in
I was
United.
going to ask.
I know because I saw you. I know you're gonna ask that. What are you seeing from that? That's a good.
I think Pogba plays a lot better at City, but obviously I think everyone would.
Fair.
But I
Yeah,
think
that's
I
fair.
think
That's fair.
personally, De Bruyne would play better than Pogba did.
That's
at
fair.
United.
You got
It's like-
you got a
get me?
rebuttal from what he said. Yeah, come, let's do it, man. Because this is a
I like
rebuttal.
that, I like
a
that.
rebuttal now.
Nice little impact there.
Come on, man.
yeah,
That's what, no, but he
cheeky.
he stood
Nah, I
his-
like
he
that.
stood his ground. He stood his ground. I can't
Nah.
lie to you.
It's a good debate though.
That's a good.
It is a good debate.
Like to me, that's application. What you said. Like if you're talking about general skill set, to me, Pogba has a better skill set. Like in terms of like passing, I think Pogba has. It's close, but I'll say Pogba has a better range of passing.
Pogba's range of passing is better, but KDB's got better through balls.
He does. But then look at the team you're playing for. Like
Yeah, true.
that's
yeah,
why.
They will get onto the
you
ball
got
more than the United players.
Because to be fair, you see a
you
lot
got
of
wingers that you got.
Yeah.
They keep the width.
you see Pogba do a lot of mad through balls in France. To be
Yeah,
fair,
we do,
when
we
you
do,
find
man.
them Mbappe's in that.
So
Man,
like,
man.
there's that. Like the shooting, yeah, it's not a question.
KDB's
KDB
shooting is
shooting is
actually his
dumb.
best attribute. People
Yeah,
don't
like,
need it.
It's dumb.
KDB's
You think
It's
so?
dumb. Yeah.
KDB's shooting is
Even if it don't go in,
his shooting is crazy.
and it's both feet.
Both feet
And it's power. Like he can whip it from 30 yards.
and put it
left
in the
foot.
corners.
Yeah.
That's
But-
where Pogba's not really.
Yeah.
Pogba's a great shooter, but KDB's a different,
it's different. It's different.
different tier
Pogba
of
might
shooter.
catch a couple. Like
Might catch a couple, but KDB you don't ever
it's
give
different.
him the sight of goal.
But yeah,
Do you?
like I think if you like strip them away from their teams and just look at their raw ability, I think Pogba has more. Like that's why I say Pogba is like in my top 10 for that naturally gifted players.
Yeah. I'm not
It's just
mad at
the
that. I agree with
application.
that.
Obviously, we know KDB is way better at it.
Yeah.
Let's talk
He
about it. Is he in your top 5? Would you say?
I have to really think about it, but possibly
What natural ability?
Yeah,
We've
like,
got
maybe
natural
Say,
ability.
are we saying right now or ever?
ever like natural ability.
Ever.
I mean,
that
I
you've
mean,
seen. That
you're
you've
6
seen,
foot
like,
three.
yeah.
You're built. You're strong.
Yeah.
You can do everything you can do with your feet.
Left or
You got
right.
left or right foot.
Mm.
You can shoot.
Mm.
You can pass.
Okay.
Like
I
I'm
see what
saying,
you're
all
saying.
of that. Like natural ability. Like natural ability. It may not be the best players if you know what I'm saying.
No, you
Yeah,
a lot
yeah,
a lot
I
of
know
times
what
it
you're
isn't.
It ain't like someone like charisma. Natural ability would be
Yeah.
high on my list.
Yeah.
He
'Cause
was a
could-
bigger talent than Ronaldo.
He was. He just went to Barcelona and messed around.
Alexis Sanchez.
I don't know if he wouldn't be in my
That's
top
work
10.
rate, man.
He's-
That's a lot of work.
He's got everything you need for like modern football, but like natural ability, he wouldn't be high on my list. Someone like Tarat might be on my list.
KDB make your list. I know Ozil's on your list, right?
Ozil's definitely on that
KDB on
list.
your list? Top 10?
Probably not.
Okay, that's fair.
But it's no knock to him because we know like what KDB is. We had this discussion.
workhorse
To
as
me,
well,
he's
to be fair.
City's.
Yeah.
He could be considered City's most valuable player ever.
Yeah.
Ever. Yeah, you
But-
got a point.
I'm
Obviously,
talking about-
Messi's there. obviously.
Messi's in there. Ibrahimovic might be in there. But yeah, that natural ability conversation is a bit
Neymar.
different. Yeah,
Ronaldinho.
definitely in there.
Yeah,
Ronaldinho,
facts.
And those kind of men are definitely in there. But yeah, I just think it's a little bit different. Like in terms of application, we know KDB's better. We know it.
Don't you
Yeah.
see though that
Proof's in the
with
pudding.
people who actually have this natural ability, what we're saying, they never ever are at 100% at the top of their game.
It's because they know that they've
Because
got
they're
this.
so good.
It's in the head and they know.
Like
it,
even
man.
you see Ronaldinho is at the top of his game and chose extracurricular activities.
He chose Raven.
yeah, amongst other stuff.
Raven and Gallon.
Yeah,
drugs, alcohol. He chose all
I'm
that,
gonna
man.
put that on them,
yeah.
but
Like,
hey, maybe.
Neymar.
We saw it, bro.
Like,
Yeah,
even
yeah.
Neymar, they say Neymar don't train like that.
Yeah.
Like
Doesn't
Yeah,
need to. Let's be real.
I heard they're not allowed to tackle him in training.
yeah,
they're
because
not.
now he's
Put that
brittle.
for a bit. Yeah, PSG apparently put that in.
Yeah, because he's brittle and they spent 220 mil on him. You shouldn't tackle my guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Because
you
it's
shouldn't.
true.
You
Yeah, you're
shouldn't.
right. You look at
For that, he should be
Ronaldinho,
playing
Neymar,
gold boots.
R9 fell off early.
Yeah, R9, like, he brought it back, but 3-4 years, like 3-4 years of injuries isn't your fault.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
coming
the
back
injuries were
fat
nuts. Yeah,
is your
exactly.
fault.
Exactly.
Like even though he killed Man United, he killed the World Cup with basically no football, but just because you know you can. Like a 60% run R9 is better than most of the world, all of the world.
Yeah, that's why you have to respect Messi.
Let me
because
throw
he
this
had
in.
it all.
17 years.
Let me throw this in.
of keeping it at the top.
Hazard.
Yeah.
I say he's natural ability. What do you think?
He's probably in that top 10.
But at the
Yeah.
same
He's up
time, but he's the reason why
And
he's
can he
different
come-
as well because his application was amazing as well, especially for Chelsea.
Barder's last 2 years, which is a combination of injury and just
The
Can he
bad
come back?
mentality.
That's my next
the only
question.
thing I would say about that is that even Mourinho, I think, remember when he came out with that quote where he said he would be training Hazard, and Hazard would be half-hearted in training, and he'll be like, "Come on, man, what are you doing?" Hazard would be like, "Don't worry, I'll score a goal on Saturday or
And he
something."
does it.
And he would do it, but it's like
that mentality is already bad.
Yeah.
it's already not right.
But put that in the wrong environment, he becomes what he has been at Madrid.
That's
You
I think
can't
that's
have
just-
that mentality at Madrid.
You can't. Look how.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But because he does have that mentality at Madrid, look at him.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I mean, what I have noticed with Hazard recently is that I feel like he hasn't spoken for like 3 years about all the madness. And now recently,
looks like he's got his hunger back.
he's talking about next year we're going to see the real Hazard. So I don't know what happened.
An ability don't
He's
go.
seen,
So
he's seen what
he could F
Real
it up.
Madrid have done. He's
That's
seen what they've
stupid,
done.
though.
And no, but think about it because
Oh,
when you're in a team and you are kind of named as the best player, the ones who is going to take them through to the next few stages, it can get to your head. It can make you think that you are better than everyone else. I mean, how many times have we seen people go to Madrid and, you know, when they're doing that
With the presentation.
presentation,
Yeah.
exhibition, and they're doing they can't even do kick-ups.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm saying?
That
He
was
Bale.
because they're nervous. Yeah, yeah,
His
yeah.
was
one
Bale.
was a mockery. He was
Yeah.
he was sick. Do you know what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say? So he's
yeah,
obviously thinking, well, I've had the best exhibition. It's me.
He probably has.
the man.
He's
Say.
probably up
Bare
there.
people in the
He's probably up
crowd.
there.
Yeah.
Like, so he's thinking, I am that guy, and he was treated like royalty as soon as he got there, and that can go to a man's head. But when you've seen, okay, the players who wasn't rated as high as me have dragged this team to Champions League success.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
Vinicius
trying
and
to say?
that.
Like, you've got to see, wow, do you know what? I should have been the key player in
I
this
should have been
team.
there.
I should have been the guy that led this team forward. It should have been
Should,
me making the
technically.
When he
headlines.
signed for Madrid, he was technically their best player at that time. when he
Yeah,
signed.
he was.
Yeah, you got to be real and say yes.
Because no one was rating Benzema on his level then.
And Bell wasn't getting games.
Bell was not
Bell
getting
was
games at that
playing
point.
Vinicius Jr. wasn't even in the team. I don't
Yeah,
think. These
maybe
guys,
maybe you could argue Modric and Hazard were the two best players.
yeah.
Yeah, because
But Modric is so
Cruz' decline
humble.
was probably
Yeah.
Modric is so humble, bro.
The only thing that shocks me a bit is how Madrid fans are still. It's like they're still quite lenient to Hazard. Like when he did that speech the other
He
day,
loved it.
they were all like cheering. It's like, bro, you guys signed this guy for 100 million.
I'm not gonna lie, we kind of just killed him because he was got injured and
Got
he
fat-
hasn't
he
actually
got fat
played
again
that
and then-
much.
Yeah, he's played like what 60 games in 3 years.
But the crazy
that's
thing, it's
crazy.
the contrast of how they treated Bell, and Bell's done amazing things for Madrid.
But you know, the Bell,
Yeah.
It's
it's a lot.
Like,
He
yeah.
didn't embrace the culture. He just came and played football.
Spanish and that. Come on, man. He didn't want to learn, and most mans want to learn.
Oh, if you're going by just football, they should respect Bell.
But at the same,
But-
but look, at
Yeah.
the same time, look, like,
Madrid fans will regret that in a few years.
England have a slight English people, British people, people from the United Kingdom. We have a slight arrogance where we believe that everyone should speak English.
Yes.
Wherever we go, we'll go to wherever we go all over Europe and be like, "Hey, blah 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 blah." And we're like, "No English," so you shout English a little bit
Yeah.
louder. You won't try to learn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You won't
I said, can I get the newspaper behind you?
Do you know what I'm trying to say? But so and because of the way that we are schooled over here, you know what I mean? Picking up languages is slightly much more difficult than it is in Europe.
100%.
You go to Europe, they speak 4 or 5 languages naturally.
100%,
because they're
100%.
surrounded by different borders with slightly different languages. you know?
100%.
Makes
Like,
sense.
if you go to Africa and you speak to like an African person, they know 3, 4, 5 languages as well. Like we have this kind of sport mentality.
Entitlement.
And it's just about them not really understanding the culture over here in reality. And I don't think that he was even given a chance to kind of
That's his fault too, though.
explain that. But yeah, that
Because
was
if you go over there and you're there, when did you get there? 2013.
Yeah.
wow, man.
A guy.
He did. I
Oh, did
remember
he?
that. I remember.
Talk about
Listen,
that.
he's
What Shade
he
just
spoke-
said there is that his first interview over there, he spoke Spanish.
I didn't even know that.
if you think about it, he spoke more Spanish than like Tevez and Aguero spoke English. When you see them,
Tevez
man.
still can't speak English.
Bro, you know what I mean?
Come on, man.
Tevez was-
Every time they go on the camera, it's like,
Man got the man in the back. She just told
Tevez
him.
didn't.
Mafioso.
Yeah. Tevez didn't give a shit. He was on crud.
What am I speaking English for, man? I'm
He was
playing
on
goals,
crud,
man.
man.
He
don't
didn't
care.
even do an interview.
He don't care.
He might have done white one and literally his head like, yeah, good game today.
Great game. How was the game?
Actually, oh yeah, we could speak about that quickly then, I guess. Yeah, so, yeah, Bale left Real Madrid or he's leaving.
Yeah,
he's gone.
He's gone
yeah.
now. He's gone now officially.
All right. Is he a Real Madrid legend?
He has
Yes.
to be. Has to be, yeah.
100%. Have you
Has
seen the
to
accolades?
But are you only a legend if you are accepted in your home as in the
I
place as a
see
legend?
That's why I asked.
Yeah.
That's a good
That's
question.
where
To football.
Football, he's a legend.
football is a
If
legend.
we did our ranking again and we went through everything and accolades and everything, he'll be up there.
Yeah, 100.
However, if you
Higher
actually
than
United,
some man
if you
for me.
offer Real Madrid,
But, I rate Bale highly. But you also got to acknowledge that a lot of injuries and just a lot of indifferent. He had a couple of indifferent seasons there.
did you see how he came into the scene though? Do you remember that it was at Barcelona when they played Barcelona when he won the cup for
That's the thing.
That,
How he came to the
that season was out of this world.
That's the
That
thing.
was an amazing season. He just had to keep. He didn't have to go below. He just had to maintain it. He couldn't.
So you can't maintain that.
That was. Well,
That's like saying Salah's form early in the season. We saw how it ended up. It ended up
he flopped.
as maybe a 7
Out of 10.
by the end of the season. At a point in the season, he was at a 10.
I'd agree with you.
Beginning of the season, he was running away.
He was doing great. Like
Yeah, I
like,
agree with
what did he do to Watford, to Man City? He was killing
I'm
teams.
saying
Man
that
Man
he is
United.
the best player in the world right now.
Yeah, for
At the
like-
time, yeah, we was.
He's the reason I'm not using that ever again.
Yeah.
'Cause it means nothing.
Oh, that's where he comes.
It actually,
Man ain't doing that no more.
Oi, listen, yeah, man. I mean, boy, that went left. That went left. Shit.
I hear what you're saying about Bale. You can't maintain the season. That season was amazing. I know you can't maintain that, but
no, he did everything that in his power for the most part. Like especially with the problems
when
he
he was
had with
allowed,
Zidane.
when he was allowed to play.
Yeah, like he had problems with Zidane. Like Zidane did not like him. Yet he forced his way back in that team many a times.
Yeah, it's strange that they fell out.
Did he?
Yeah.
Would you guys say he had a poor season?
When?
Not
Any
poor.
season? Did he
No.
ever have a poor season?
Never had a poor. Just a lot of injuries
got
and a
to
lot
play.
of indifferent
He had,
form.
he had
Not
inconsistent season, not poor.
Poor. Yeah, not poor. Poor is like
No, poor is like Hazard in 2016.
yeah, that's a poor
2016.
season.
Yeah.
We didn't do nothing until the
And they
Spurs
finished
game.
10th? Yeah,
Yeah.
literally.
He didn't do nothing until the Spurs game.
Well, I
Come
don't
off the
I-
bench
I-
and scored a
just-
madness.
Just to stop
Up to
Spurs
now,
winning
up
the
to
league.
now,
That
I
was
still
mad.
think that was he did that on purpose.
To get Mourinho out.
Yeah. I still think
They all did it. It was him.
it.
It was,
Yeah,
it was- he
Costa.
wasn't alone in that.
He
poor
wasn't
season.
alone, but obviously when you're the best player, you gotta hold the can.
Yeah.
It's easy to see.
You gotta hold the can in
Him,
there.
Costa,
Because you get all the, you
Ivanovic,
get all the credit if you
they
win.
all did it. Yeah,
So hey, you lose.
that was the first disgusting player revolt. That was filth.
Wow.
Yeah, Chelsea have kind of done that before though.
Yeah.
They ride for that girl, man. Where is she now?
Oh, the doctor.
Yeah, where is she at?
I can't
I have
remember
no
the
idea.
story.
No, she left after that.
Yeah,
With the whole fallout was too much.
But they
That was
rode-
bad,
they,
man,
They
though.
rode for her, boy.
Yeah, of course
they
they
did.
did.
They did. Man, they did.
I wonder why.
Oh man.
Anyway.
anyway.
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
man, why we like this?
That's a why are we like this?
After he said it.
I knew I wanted to do Showtime ago.
Well, you were gonna say something. What were you gonna ask?
Oh yeah.
About Bale. Was it about Bale?
Yeah.
Crazy season.
Yeah.
Killed Bartra. I think that was the same year when.
Same year.
I think he scored in all the finals he played in.
Yeah.
No, except
Nah,
one.
one
He
he
set
did.
up the goal in one of them.
Yeah. He did do a lot of time.
Yeah, he did step up.
Which one was the one where he done the mad?
He did.
Barcelona-
You're right.
Barcelona-
You're right.
Liverpool one.
That was,
Nah, I'm gonna say Ronaldo. You can tell Ronaldo probably wasn't the biggest fan of Bale.
of course not, because everyone was talking about Bale. Of course not.
Yes. Nah, he
didn't
didn't.
want
He
Ozil.
didn't. Because that was the guy setting him
was
up.
feeding him.
And I think it's because
I
Bale. It's so mad because Bale tried to replicate so many other things Ronaldo did. In terms of the free kick style, the knuckleball type shooting.
And he was better at it. I'm going to say it. His free kicks
Free
are
kicks.
knuckleable.
Yeah.
110%.
Yeah.
It's not a question.
Well,
Free
the
kicks are
Ram,
better.
compared to Madrid Ronaldo, 100%. Even United Ronaldo maybe could chat to him a bit,
I don't
but
think so.
overall Bale's free kicks are better.
Yeah, 100%.
And maybe Ronaldo in a funny way didn't actually like that.
I don't
Most
think
people
so.
would actually take that as a compliment. Be like, this guy's trying to do a lot wide, but Ronaldo's like, yo,
Because
what this guy?
scores probably like 28% of his free kicks, you know.
Well,
Well,
right now.
No,
it's
right
way
now,
worse right now.
a point
No,
him and
no,
Messi,
way worse
a
right
point
now.
him and Messi were close with free kicks. It's in the past like 10 years, it's not close.
It's not close at all.
Ronaldo
And
doesn't
that's
score
what I'm
free
talking
kicks.
about. Last 10 years, bro.
It became
the
a
last 10 years, Ronaldo's free kicks have been horrible.
a lot of them is just wall,
Reputation, bro.
over.
Yeah.
People just like the
Stance.
drama, the run up, the stance. Oh, is he
The
going to do this
celebration.
time?
The celebration.
The
afterwards.
celebration.
Oh, yeah,
9
yeah,
times out of 10, no
It's,
offense.
it's a
hits the
show,
wall.
isn't it? Like, but if
Literally.
you, it's a show. But
Yeah.
if you talk about free kicks, like he ain't one of the better ones.
But that shows you though, like his ego, because he's played with some amazing players who are better at free kicks than him, and they've all said, you know what?
You take it. Go on.
It's because it's the show. Like in a lot of those games,
Even for them, it's probably a show.
yeah. Because why is Ronaldo taking the free? If Bale's better, why are you taking it? It just doesn't make
Thing
sense.
is, I rate Bale a couple of times. He did try to say, nah, this is mine.
he would
still."
score.
He would score.
He would score.
And that would make Ronaldo angrier, probably.
There was one game for United. This you guys have brought me back now. Hargreaves when Ronaldo was setting up to take a free kick and Hargreaves just banged it in.
against Arsenal.
It was
That
against
was against
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Wasn't it?
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
funny. And Ronaldo was pissed off. He goes, he had to celebrate. He didn't want to look like a dickhead. Do you remember that game?
Yeah.
That's Ronaldo, though.
Yeah.
That's
He was like,
Ronaldo,
nobody. He was like,
though.
nobody touch it.
That's
And Hargreaves was
why
like,
he is
you're
who he
taking too
is,
long. Bang. And he bangs
That's
it top
That's
bin.
why he is who he is. It's
That's
the ego.
Ronaldo,
But
man.
Yeah.
you can kind of tell that you probably like even just the way like Bale played is similar to Ronaldo in a way.
Yeah.
Like
just
they
Hey,
got
Bale-
similar attributes.
Hey, Prime Bell, though, was cold.
Prime
that-
Bale was an issue.
I know Cavill, what's his name?
Issue.
Cavill was a shit keeper, but that goal he scored from outside,
still-
that far out.
That's still one of
That
the best
went like
goals
that,
I've
bro.
ever
Yeah.
seen
It's
in my own
it's
lives.
mad because, and this might be a good segue to talk about the Mane potentially leaving Liverpool, because I've seen a few people say, you know, is Mane a top 5 Prem winger of all time? Looking at his legacy now, if he's going to leave. And I remember when I was doing mine, I had Bale in my top 5, but some of the group chats I was in was saying that I actually shouldn't have Bale in the top 5. I hate that because he didn't win nothing in
And
the
it's
Prem.
maybe 2
How
seasons.
many seasons did he really have? I was just thinking it more in terms of the peak I saw him hit.
Yeah, to me, he would be in my top because, like, yeah, those two, like, I've never been that scared of a player. Like, as an Arsenal
was
fan,
scary.
like, there was him, Van Nistelrooy, I was scared of as well, Drogba,
Yeah,
but
Drogba.
Why are you trying to give me nightmares? for, bro?
Drogba was Drogba
you
glitchy.
wake up in cold sweats, bro.
Drogba, fam. Like,
It's cold outside. It's in the corner of your bedroom.
Nah, that's what the Arsenal defense were doing the night before, fam.
Now that that Mane's peak is not as high as Bale's,
No.
but Mane's consistency in the Premier League is slept on.
That's the key word, consistency.
8 years or something of consistent.
Couldn't
I'm
rely on
including
that.
Southampton.
He was good at Southampton.
He's
as
good at
well.
Southampton, yes.
Yeah.
What we say, Mane or Beckham? What you man saying?
Mane, whoa.
No, I'm just saying, like, because some people still they're looking at their longevity thing, innit? So Mane or Giggs?
Gigs.
It's hard. because
Giggs.
is,
Those two are hard
yeah,
to compare.
Giggs has like
Giggs
way
is-
more years.
Giggs is 20 years. I can't
Way more
I
years.
can't look past longevity like
Okay.
that.
What about peaks?
Peaks. Nah, Giggs. It's still Giggs.
Okay.
But it's
'Cause
yeah,
usually we look at the peak first, then what you won after that and longevity. That's
I'm
really
not gonna Mane. I'd have to really
I
think
don't know,
about it
man.
because that's
I
a hard
might
question.
say Mane, you know.
So a few of my
might
guys,
say
a
Mane
few of my
still
guys have
thinking
said
about
Mane.
it, yeah.
A few of my guys have said Mane.
It's a tough one though. At top 5, I don't know, but he's definitely gonna be remembered. Or he should be remembered. Maybe our era will remember him. I don't know if he'll be remembered outside of this era like that. But that's for other reasons too that I won't say.
Yeah. I mean, listen. Yeah.
And that's it kind of is why he's going. He's quoted 42 million with a year left, and Jesus has a year left, and he's 40 mil.
Yeah.
It makes
That's
that makes
cra-
no
that's
sense to
crazy.
me.
That's crazy.
Ridiculous.
That's crazy.
Apparently, Mane's gonna get a nice bag out buying like 300 and
He's earned it.
20K a week.
He earned it.
You know what? He's still on 100K now.
The worst is that I
Man is on 100K.
saw
Yeah,
him-
100,000
saw how
pounds.
much he gets paid by Liverpool. Yeah, he's on 100K. He's sixth highest player
6.
paid
Might be lower.
Do you know how many?
in Liverpool, and that's ridiculous.
You know, Oxlade-Chamberlain is on like 200. You know,
No,
there's
he's-
players.
120
You know, there's players on 100 mil who are at lower clubs.
week, 100K. You mean?
100K a week. Sorry, 100K a week.
I
There's
mean,
lower. You know what I'm saying? How you have you
No,
got
it's
money in
ridiculous.
100?
And I don't know. Do you know what it is? It's the man himself. He's a humble man. You know what I'm trying to say?
Humble to a fault.
And for someone on that amount of money to be doing what he does with that money back home,
Yeah, back
and
home.
charity and so forth like that. Credit to that guy, man. I hope he gets what he's deserved.
Hey,
Yeah.
you earned 400 a week. How you played for the past 5 years? Listen,
Doing what you're doing.
he's a part of this Liverpool. Like this, even though Liverpool, it's not really a legacy because they ain't really won that much. But these successful, better years that they've had, he's a big part of it.
Yeah. Because Liverpool fans never used to smile.
Yeah, he gave him something to sing about. Let's be real.
Now him and Salah both deserve the maximum bags they can get. If you can't get it there, leave.
Facts.
And
that's
you've done what you need to
And
do.
that's what they're trying to get now. Because obviously, a part of the reason is that Mane's never been paid how he, especially probably last 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
They should have approached him to say, hey, you know, how about 250? You know what I mean? He would have taken that. I think they approached him like that, but they didn't. And I think he feels like he's been underappreciated as well.
Yes.
Which he has.
How many times in mid contract does the team management they
Approach the
player
player.
and say, "Do you know what? Because of what you do, we're going to renew your contract. We'll just extend it for a year.
Yeah, even
And
just keep
sometimes
his value.
Sometimes without even an extension.
Yes, yeah,
They'll
yeah.
say, "Do you know what? We're just going to up your
the
pay
money.
and stuff like that. We're going to do that for
Happened
you."
to
do that.
Son.
Just
That
to
happened to
kind
Son.
of make him happy. Do you know what I mean?
Didn't do it.
But
Arsenal do
And he
that.
never
Arsenal do that for
complained.
players that don't deserve it, and Mane's not even getting it. That's
I,
mad.
yeah,
That's
I
mad.
So
don't know.
what's Salah on now? 200, right?
Something like that.
So
Should be on more.
Our principle, Mane should leave, and I'm happy that he's even saying, "Do you know what?
That's why he's so hungry. That's why I think he's come to a point where it's just like I've had enough.
Yeah.
Like I love this club, but I
What
want to
more
be
can he
paid
do?
while I'm paid.
But you know what's good about it is there have been no leaks
Yeah,
at all.
Nah.
It's
Ain't
just
said
been a
puff about it.
sudden, I'm out.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Do you know why? Because he's a humble guy, and most guys who's like got big personalities who want more money will come out and say it. So, hey, agent, say this. Get this on the newspaper.
You're
He
seeing a
doesn't,
little
he
bit of
doesn't do
that with
that.
Salah. Like his
Yeah.
agent has been leaking
Well,
stuff.
even
for
Salah,
months.
it's
Salah
happened.
himself has been saying.
And Salah,
yeah.
when it hit like January,
Yeah.
I think Salah had enough.
Yeah.
Like, he just started saying,
Some wild stuff.
"I want listen, I want this."
Yeah.
We started hearing he wanted 450 a week.
Bruv,
It
you
didn't come out
started
of
hearing
nowhere.
him say he's the best person in his position ever. And that was coming from
He
him.
can say it.
Him, yeah, he
He
was
needs to- he needs to- he needs to
You
chill.
can say it.
He needs to chill.
yeah, he's been talking a lot.
He's
I'm
allowed
not
to say
mad
it.
at it, but
Who gets the most at Liverpool then? Salah, I assume.
at the moment,
Salah, yeah.
I think it might be
Yeah,
Van Dijk.
I think.
I think Van Dijk's at 280 or something. I might be wrong.
I'm happy to see a defender get a lot of money.
I mean, I'm not mad at Van Dijk being that high. I just do think that as good as Van Dijk is, and he still might be their best player, or he was definitely before the injury, I still think that Salah, especially Salah and maybe Mane as well, they're more marketable as well. So you got to look
That's
at
the
it more
point.
marketable.
If you're
The
West,
ones that
What
score
they
the
bring to
goals.
the club.
a West
Yeah,
African,
financially.
that's why it ends up that I don't think they see him as like a commodity like that, which is why
Mane.
which is why they don't pay him like that.
Yeah,
I
but
think-
Salah is.
Which is but
Salah
that's
is. If you look at like
They-
Salah's
they got-
Instagram
they got
followers,
that-
I think
serious.
That's because they got that North African Arab man.
and
yeah,
and
it's probably
if you really want
yeah.
complexion plays a part.
Yes.
Yeah, of
Oh.
course it does. Major
100%.
part.
I think we should talk about. I
100%.
think we should talk about the Liverpool Real Madrid final, man, because I don't
We
want to
talk
put
about
blame. Have we spoke about it already? I thought we only
No,
predicted
to
it.
be fair, we haven't.
I think we should
about
touch on it very quickly because Liverpool should have won that, in my opinion. I still stand by that. I don't like what. No,
Should have won.
Like not should have.
think-
Like, not should have. Like they got cheated. But they were so active. They were doing the most attacking. It's
weren't
just like
active.
they were defend. No,
They had
you don't think so?
chances.
They
That's
had
what I'm saying.
chances.
But Courtois saved them a lot.
No, Liverpool played better.
That's what I meant to
I
say.
don't even know.
Okay,
That's
I've said this. I said out of the games Madrid had against PSG, Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool, that was Madrid's easiest game.
Yes.
Eee.
It was.
Not because of the caliber of team they played against.
Did you hear what Ancelotti said?
There was
I hear
no
that,
fight
though.
back. There was no need for a big fight. back.
Did you,
I hear
did
that.
you hear what Ancelotti said about?
What'd he
He
say?
said they're the easiest to prepare for because we know how they're coming. That's what he said.
Yeah, he said it.
You don't, as your club, you don't
can't,
want to hear
yeah,
that.
you can't be
Listen,
hearing that.
This is
Yeah.
something that we all need to speak about as well. Liverpool in a final. They are terrible in a final. They're the one of the most boring.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They
they're
haven't scored in
horrible.
one
They're
final.
horrible.
in a final.
They haven't scored in one final, have they?
This
Nope,
season, no.
They haven't been in the top
no.
14 this season.
Huh?
They haven't even top four, they haven't even won.
They didn't beat Chelsea.
Chelsea, no.
No.
City,
No.
Spurs draw.
Spurs.
No.
Yeah.
You can
Two
say
draws.
you can say they didn't
draws.
lose, but they didn't win.
They didn't win.
No, but you got to win. You got to beat top four.
Yeah, man.
You got to beat someone.
And someone asked it, right? Man City, right, have won 4 Prem in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
2 of them on the last day of the season.
Yep.
Both times the last day of the season they went down.
Yep.
One time to Brighton, and obviously we know what happened against Villa, right?
Yeah.
Liverpool have lost a fair few finals. So people are asking, why do Man City have the bottler reputation and Liverpool have the mentality monsters?
It's
Nah,
just
man, they should change
Mentality monsters are a mad name to have on your thing.
but
think
it's
it's
bottlers
that should be
attached to Pep.
Madrid. That should be
There you
Madrid.
go.
Bottlers attached to Pep because they
Yeah.
the way
Maybe,
we
yeah.
revere Pep as one of the best ever, which he is. But it's been 11 years.
Yeah.
So especially City have probably had 4 chances. They've had Monaco, they've had Lyon, they've had the final,
Leon one's
and they've had Real
unforgivable.
Madrid.
Leon one is unforgivable.
It's not the team that's got
one's
bottlers.
unforgivable.
It's they're putting it on Pep because we view Pep so high, and it's kind of a way to bring him back down a bit.
And
To
in
me.
regards to the mentality thing, I think that is also a Klopp thing more than a Liverpool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because of
exactly.
how he is and how he
It's an
addresses the
underdog.
crowd and stuff like that. The underdog and what he's achieved and the consistency that he shows. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I think it's a battle of the managers in regards to those things.
True.
Yeah, I don't
that's a
think
good
I don't think it's the team. I think they just inherited what their managers because there's a rivalry between them 2 managers.
Yeah.
They might not have it. I think they do, but they might
I
not
think
have
they
it.
do. They do. Deep down, they do.
Yeah, I think they like it might not be that visible, but there's a rivalry.
Yeah.
We even need to think about the Champions League where Liverpool actually won. That was boring.
If they didn't get the penalty in the first 20 seconds, who knows what will
Yeah,
happen?
Who knows?
They are not.
Who did they play again?
entertaining
Spurs.
final at all.
Oh man, Liverpool was always within that, man.
There was always
I actually don't. Kane come back from the injury. Like Kane wasn't
wasn't
even
fit.
fit.
He wasn't
But
fit.
who
Wasn't
knows?
fit.
Who knows?
But yeah, the finals this season, Liverpool ain't been it. All 3 of them.
Yeah.
They won against Spurs, they were in it. They won against Madrid that they lost. I mean, we remember that final because of Bale's goal and Karas's.
It was a bad final.
It wasn't a great final.
No,
if we're
like-
being
It was
honest.
good for goals. The bicycle
The
kicking
one they
that.
lost to Sevilla in Europa League. That was
Yeah,
quite
that
convincing.
That one they had no business even being there.
Yeah, true.
Is it Karius who's turned hench all of a sudden?
What? Carriers. Is it?
One of Liverpool's ex-goalkeepers.
It's not good. Yeah, he better get better.
Bro.
Get Hedge gonna help him.
Improve on keeping, bro.
He's just like he's on roids.
Next person to chat, shit get banged.
And he gave 2 goals away in the final.
That's you don't see that.
What was the end result for that game?
3-1. He gave Benzema a goal and then he
Gave
dropped
Bale.
Bale's shot and just put it in the net.
It's literally like he put it in.
It
It's
looked like
incredible.
It looked like he put it in. So
But yeah, I don't know. If we're talking about the final, Liverpool. Listen, I don't think Liverpool earned that victory. They look burnt out to me.
yeah, there was
Like-
so they got tactics wrong.
Not tactics. It's just been a long season. That's what it looked like. Like Thiago, his influence on the ball wasn't as good as it should have been. He should have really pulled strings more than he did. But then again, he's the only one in that midfield who can do it.
yeah.
Like there's Fabinho,
Yeah, that-
Henderson over tries his from what his ability is and what he tries, it doesn't make
He
sense.
tries a lot of
Try
passes.
Thiago type passes
That's
as
not in his
Jordan
locker.
Henderson.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
No,
Give the ball to the guy who can do the damage. Why are you trying? Why are you giving these passes? Like it doesn't make sense. Like
hey, I hear it. Hey,
Salah didn't isolate Mendy enough. He didn't, and when
he
he,
was actually
did,
decent second half.
no,
Salah.
he was one of the only ones who looked up
a
for it.
threat, yeah.
He was running. And
Yeah,
But
that-
because he knew he had that court out there. He knew he couldn't be going out with a whimper, bro. He knew. He had to put up a fight, which he did.
Second half, he tried Courtois made some good saves, but then he also missed some sitters where it was like for Salah,
yeah, he should have.
you should trouble the keeper more than what he did.
No, 100%.
But yeah, like I think Madrid just got the tactics right. They knew what to do against Liverpool.
What's the French? What's the? Sorry, go on.
I was gonna say, but this is what I said when we was predicting that final. Like
You said that we were just gonna win. By the way, I remember I watched that back.
Yeah, you did.
You did, bro.
they've got what it takes, bro. They've got that fighters mentality, that comeback mentality
monsters, bro.
that most teams don't have. Like, we're losing 2-0, we're gonna win.
Yeah, they do.
No matter what's
Yeah.
going on, we've got to win.
Even with not the best team.
You know, and when Liverpool almost went ahead in the final when it was the offside,
Oh yeah.
I wasn't worried for Madrid at all, but and then it's like that clicked.
That clicked. That was the turning point of the game.
You're kind of right.
That's why, and it was right at the end of the first half.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And after that, it's like they woke up. You know what I mean? And that's when their chances started to come through. And
Yeah.
they had a really good second half.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
I was gonna say he got. I don't want to say too much, but Trent done a good job. And what's his name? The Konate.
Narta was very good.
I'll be honest.
He's my kind of
very
centre
good.
back,
I'm one of
no
Trent's
nonsense.
biggest fans. He did not do a good job. No, Konate was amazing.
Yeah, he was
Trent.
cold.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. He did, he
Konate
did.
spent his whole time
Helping Trent.
helping Trent,
Yeah.
and then normally what Trent
Second
does,
right back in that.
normally what Trent does is going forward. He's astonishing going forward. Like his crosses are normally amazing. They weren't on the
They
money.
weren't on the money. No, they weren't. They
His
weren't.
the corners were bad. The deliveries weren't good, and that's kind of why Liverpool weren't that good because he's their cam as well. So
Yeah, he's an extra attacker.
he's the one where he picks up these little inside right
Yeah.
positions and just swings in all
I
these
hear that.
unorthodox crosses.
So one of the questions that came out of that final is, obviously now Modric, Kroos, and Casemiro have now won 5 champs. I think 4 of them together at Madrid.
Yeah, they did that.
Crazy.
What's it called? And so now the question is, can we revisit the Kroos, Modric, Casemiro against Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets debate?
No, not for me.
It's a feeling, man. Like it's just a
Not
feeling.
for me,
like,
man.
Who would you rather have as a free?
For
Xavi,
me,
Iniesta,
it's
Busquets.
always gonna be the
Always
gonna
gonna be
those.
there.
I agree with
For
you.
fancy football, for attractive football, they don't play. I'm not being funny, but attractive football to watch. Actually,
Nah, Modric is good to watch.
no,
bro.
Modric. I'm
He's-
actually, but so is all three. But you got Casemiro. I'm not gonna lie, he's good at.
It's Casemiro that brings it down.
He breaks
Let's
it
be
down.
real.
Let's be real.
He brings it down,
He does his
but he
job.
does his job though.
I'm being.
Yeah, he does.
He does
That's what I'm
his
being said.
job.
Like he's one of the most important parts of that team
of that.
because he knows when to foul.
Yes, he's a bully.
Yeah.
He's the bully.
He's the
I
bully.
like that.
bully.
I like that.
And he can run with the ball
I
as
like
well,
that.
kind of, in a weird
Exactly,
way, yeah.
He creates a lot.
Yeah, he's
Like,
low
just
key.
he plays on the cusp. He always looks like he's gonna get a red card, but you need those kind of men. So that even
yeah.
if those two were playing each other, I prefer obviously Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets because that's complete football.
Complete football. I like
But
that. I like that.
There's no way that the other three are not a challenge for those.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah,
they're,
they'll be a challenge.
they're physical. Like
Barcelona 3 used to make me fall asleep because of the amount of times they were passing.
Yeah.
it's just like how
They
like,
could do that all day.
Xavi could make
They could do
70
that all
passes
day.
alone in the first half.
Your point. That you know, you just said Madrid are more physical, but how many physical people did Xavi, Iniesta, and Busquets come against, and they didn't? They still popped them.
I mean, let's face
No,
it,
but
they did
it's
play
just-
against each other.
They didn't.
Is what?
Yeah, and I'm just saying
different errors.
because you said physical because obviously they are physical. You got Casemiro, Kroos is active as well, and Modric can get on a 50-50. Huh?
Because I was thinking it would have been nice to see them play against each other. In
They
their
didn't
prime.
play against.
No,
each
no,
other.
no. I'm
But they
not
didn't.
saying playing against each other. I'm talking about caliber of players who are like them, who are stronger.
No, but there's
They
a
couldn't touch
difference
him.
between being strong and then being intelligent enough to know when to bring your man down. Casemiro is the guy for that.
Yeah.
He'll bring you down anywhere.
Anywhere.
Doesn't
We
care.
did.
Anywhere.
Wilshere, remember they love Wilshere.
Arsenal got a couple of results against Barcelona as well. That same 3.
Yeah.
He did.
In the second leg.
Yeah, we always used to go Camp Nou and just get slapped.
First-
in
first
there.
leg we
Camp
were
Nou
alright.
get slapped.
Camp Nou
Yeah.
and get slapped in
No,
there.
I think we've won 2.
Yes.
We've won 2 against
Yeah, we did.
that one, and we drew. I remember we drew one against.
We drew one,
but
I think we
lost
won
on-
one.
on
and we
Anfield.
won one. The Arsenal one, right?
Yeah, 2-1.
Yeah, 2-1. Yeah.
And that was just an anomaly. Like it happened.
It wasn't an anomaly.
And
See,
then-
that Barca team were mad because Arsenal were the undisputed best passing team in the Prem.
We played like them.
And when we played
We're
against
nothing
like,
like
and when we
them,
played
bro.
like against Barca, it looked like we didn't belong on the
No.
pitch in terms of passing.
But then
They were a
It's-
different caliber.
it's a different kind of like even that game we got lucky to win 2.
Yeah,
Messi,
we did.
that's when Messi couldn't score in
Yeah,
England for some
England.
reason.
Yeah.
Messi missed like 4 or 5.
We went behind first, right?
We did.
We did.
We went behind. It was
David
Villa
Villa
scored.
Villa scored, yeah.
And then we came back.
Our
Like Van
second goal
Persie
was
scored
mad,
that
though.
random goal.
Yeah.
That what a finish.
That was random.
What
And
a
then
finish.
Arshavin
And then
scored
Arshavin's
his
goal
goal.
was a mad
But-
goal, man.
Oh, the glory days, bro. Hey, yo, chill, man, chill.
That's not even glory days.
That's not even glory. But it kind of
It feels like
It kind of feel like glory days. I can't lie.
Because we beat Barca, it felt like a glory day because we can't do that anymore.
I went out there. I remember that day. I was at uni.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I won't forget that day.
The good old days, man.
I was probably like looking after one of my children.
Big up.
Yeah, man. So yeah, man. So Mane's gone.
Yeah.
Probably looks like it. Shout out to Mane. And if you're
Yeah.
Liverpool with Salah, what would you do with him? Do you keep him for
What did
him on free or?
Liam say? My guy Liam is a Liverpool fan. He said he can cut. He said he can cut.
He's. I'll say what Liam's a consistent fan though.
Very
If
consistent.
he doesn't like you, he just doesn't like you. It's not changing.
Oh, what? He never liked Salah.
He's always said that
Yeah.
he just doesn't like certain aspects of his game,
He's
I
always-
hate
which is
that.
fair.
Which is fair. Yeah. Yeah.
He'll say like he's a moment guy.
Which is
Which is
okay.
fair,
Which
which
is
is
okay.
He does say that. He does say that.
His points are valid, I
He'll
can't
miss like 100 shots.
Yeah.
That's him.
He did say
That's
that.
him. Yeah.
That's him.
That is kind of him. But
It just depends what. Like I get it.
Doing that and getting the results from it. Then
It's
Which is
also
what he does,
it's also
yeah.
like there's arguments for both. Like as a Liverpool fan, I can see why you might not be the biggest fan, but then to me, it's like this guy scores a dumb amount of goals, and even if he's not the best technically, or like he's good technically. Don't get me wrong, but he's not the best. But even if he's not, he's a threat. Like even if he's not playing at his best, he's gonna cause you problems because you just don't know what's gonna happen.
What man have to kind of realize is that Salah has done more for Liverpool than Gerrard.
Yeah,
That's what they have to
But
realize.
it's in under different circumstances.
It is
man.
under
It's-
different circumstances,
I
but
don't even-
it's a
man.
contrast of love.
yeah, bro.
It's a contrast of love that I'm just like, okay, like I understand. Yeah, they love Stevie G. He's their guy. He's from the ends. You know what I mean? He's dragged the team up to nowhere, like because they didn't get anything under with him. But like, all right, he has the character. He has that captaincy. He has that leadership role. But Salah has given you silverware. He didn't do that.
He did.
Twice
He
now.
did. He just didn't give him a prem. Because think, Gerrard, they got. If we go
what,
from
FA Cup?
2001, they won a treble. They won 3 cups.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah.
They won
I
the
forgot
UEFA
that one,
Cup.
yeah.
They won
Carling Cup.
Carling Cup, and they won FA Cup.
Got a
Then
chance.
2005, they won the Champions League. What 2007 was the Champions League final.
Hold on. Was he in? He wasn't in the Champions League winning squad.
He was. He scored in the final.
He carried them.
Scored the first goal.
He carried them. Remember?
He was maybe the star player
that was
in that
crazy.
pitch.
Yeah.
2007,
I
they
even
made
forgot
another
about that. I
final.
even watched
The
it.
thing
Take
is,
it back.
the thing is, what I would say where Rash is right is that I'd say until this season, Salah has never been universally loved by Liverpool fans.
Yeah.
And I feel like when he
Gerrard
had
has.
when he had this hot streak, not even hot streak, when he was playing at that level early this season for like that month period, couple months, that's when they all jumped on the bandwagon. And now that he's, got his agents or whatever that are leaking out all this stuff, you're seeing how quickly some of them are turning, which means they were never really with you.
Which is
That's
true.
why I don't really like Liverpool fans. Yeah, because how they dealt with Sterling as well.
Yeah, but
Oh, yeah, they treat them like shit.
Come on, man. That's,
That's why I don't like Liverpool fans.
Big up lamps.
Shout out
Trying to get us kicked out.
Lampard. Trying to get him to phone.
You know he will as well. But yeah, man, like if you were Liverpool,
yeah, would you sell him? Yes or no? Or risk losing
man.
him on the free?
that's a tough one. To me, I would say keep. If it's me,
Yeah.
if I'm them, I'd sell now
If I'm there, I'm selling now.
because you still will get 60, 70, 80 mil,
Might even be able to fleece
maybe
like 90.
maybe 90. And
Might be able
if
to fleece 90.
that it's clear that like he's not happy now, like, and he's probably not gonna be like you're not gonna give him the 450. You're not.
Nah, not now.
So if you're not gonna give him the 450, then sell now. Otherwise, face a Kane season.
And you know what the mad thing is? Liverpool might have got away with offering him like 300 or 350 and
some
accepting it
bonuses
early in
or
the
something.
season. But now, if he sees Mane going to Bayern for like 350 or whatever it is,
And he thinks he's
gonna-
better.
and he's always believed he's better than Mane.
Yeah.
he's gonna be like,
Which is
You can't
forget this.
you can't lose both of them, in my opinion. If I was a Liverpool fan, I'll keep him.
you can now because you got Diaz.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
but
Diaz,
you need
yeah.
someone else as well.
Yeah,
I'm not
for
gonna lie.
Jota now.
The reason why
he can't.
they won the Prem, the reason why they won Champions League, the reason why they've been in top 4 for the last 5 years is because of Salah money. Let's be real.
Yeah,
you
it
lose one
is.
of them, you lose both of them. You don't know what's gonna happen. Diaz looks good. Jota looks that. Apart from me, I know certain Liverpool fans don't rate him, but I wouldn't get rid of Salah in my opinion, man.
You would risk losing him for free.
I would risk losing him for free. Just have another good season.
Yeah,
Because you made it to the final.
too
Why not? Why
valuable
not
a player,
be
man.
consistent and try and go back? You almost won the Prem. Obviously, you flopped on the last day. Obviously, City won, but you can't. You think you got a good job, but if you're up there, why would you want to get rid of 2 great players, bro?
Question then.
I would
Risk losing him for free.
Yeah.
If this was Arsenal, would you be saying that? Because we've risked losing a lot of our killers for free.
We know the answer to
And
this.
we know
we know the answer
we know
to
what we
this.
think of them about that.
Damn, Rash. What you
Got
do?
him.
Why you gotta do me like that?
I know Jalo's got better messages in group chat saying sell him. He's only got 1 year left and that.
Yeah, fam. I don't know, man. I don't like being a selling club. I guess we're gonna talk about it later. But the Saliba thing, I guess, it's quite
Man,
yeah.
Arsenal found a way into this.
Yeah, I'm always going to. But the thing is, like, for me, I don't like being a selling club, and I kind of want to get the best out of players. Like, I know.
So would you
You
have
think-
turned down Man United
Actually-
for Van Persie?
Yes. The reason why.
I mean, I would have as well. 24 minutes was
The
slightly
reason why
disrespectful.
is because we
All
don't
the
know what
time.
could happen in the next season. We kept all our best players. Yes, they had to
Van
go
Persie,
because there was
Cazorla
better
and
teams to
that.
go to. But the thing about Liverpool, I hate what you're saying about the Arsenal thing. Is that Arsenal? The thing about it is that I've been consistent in Champions League, got to the final again, and I was consistent to stay on top, almost getting the Premier League. Why would I not want to keep my best players to go for it one more time? Because I don't know what could happen next year. I don't know if the person I'm going to bring in is going to be active as Salah. And let's be real, Salah's been active, bro.
I mean, how old?
Numbers wise, he's had a poor
Yeah.
end to the season.
And
He's still got good numbers, bro. And numbers count in football.
No, Salah's a certified killer. I just think if you wait for a year, like, do you really, for your most valuable player or one of,
And the thing
You
is,
risk-
Salah's not asking for 4 or 5 years. He's asking for 2.
Yeah, so it's only 2 years worth of that money.
So for Liverpool, it's kind of low risk.
is
I'm
low risk,
shocked.
it's
I
must-
feel like they've messed it up.
they have.
They
messed
have.
it up.
I feel like they've messed it up, and they might regret this because
If they try to throw in another contract halfway through next season, I think it's going to be detrimental for them as well.
if Salah,
It's too late, man.
If Salah is on like 18 goals halfway through next year, why would he accept when he's got the signing bonus that he can get in the summer?
Yeah.
We just see what Mbappe got for a signing bonus.
Yeah,
you
I
think
mean,
that's not
come
going to
on,
break the
that's-
doors
come on,
open?
come on.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah,
joke.
good point.
So, yeah, like,
Yeah, man.
Ambassador.
yeah, at 23.
Mbappe, I like that.
Kids made it, bro.
I think, I think it's in their best
Project
interest
Mbappe.
for both parties if he leaves now. Because if he don't, you could risk, like, we saw what happened with Kane for the first half of the season. Kane's head was not in it.
Yeah, he was up. Yeah.
Like, he-
Fam, the thing is with Salah is I think if Salah starts from the fans' perspective, seeing like he's down tools, I can see the fans getting onto him.
Of course. Of
And
course.
I can see him not caring.
I can see that
I
too.
can see that too,
Yeah.
and that's a sad way
Yeah.
to end it. To end it,
Considering what you've done.
yeah.
Yeah, because I'm just going to say the early signs don't look that good. He seems like he's kind of had enough. If you say I'm going to go to your rival, even just to say that, you could have just said the team's name if you wanted to say it.
Yeah.
Or you could have just said nothing.
Could've
You
just
said rival.
Could have just said
Another
stay
team.
in England.
Yeah, I want to stay in England. Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Now
said
you
what's
said rival. It's going to like get their back up. They don't want to give you the money anyway.
Chelsea, Man City.
Yeah, now you're thinking, oh, where do you want to go? Just sell him.
Only Chelsea.
Let him
I know
go.
you tried to think of another one. I saw your hands up. I saw a friend hand.
I
I saw him go for a friend hand.
I was thinking United.
The other day when
I was
we were
thinking
talking in the
United.
group chat and someone was like, what if you go to Man United? And I wanted to say, bruv, you men are not Liverpool's rivals, but then I remember they are kind of
Yeah.
They are. That's their
Like,
biggest
which is why I
rival.
was
ends
thinking.
rivals, you know what I mean?
Which is why I was
Postcode
thinking.
rivals.
That's
yeah.
their biggest rival.
Yeah, postcode.
Postcode
rivals.
rival.
Not really. I wouldn't say football. I wouldn't say today's football rival because they're not really.
no,
they're not
postcode
competing.
rivals,
Yeah,
postcode
I
rivals.
agree with you.
It's an old beef, man. That's
old
never
beef.
going to die.
Yeah,
It's one of the
man.
most viewed games ever.
Beat up your dad back
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
day.
One of them
So we
ones.
got to continue the flame, man. We got
yeah.
when I see you, you got to be on it as much as I am. Yeah, I hear you.
But yeah, man. All right, let's let's touch on Arsenal then.
Oh,
Kind of wrap
man.
it up. Obviously,
Yes.
you brought up Saliba.
Oh, man.
I don't know why this is still a topic of conversation. The guy should be staying. We should just be giving him a new deal and that's it.
But I think
There's still-
he's got
there's talks-
he's got 3 years on his contract still.
Left.
Hey,
There's no conversation. It doesn't
if
matter.
There
if he
should be
wants-
no
It doesn't matter if he
conversation.
wants to leave, and it doesn't matter who puts in the bid in for him. You can bid in for him as much as you want. He's an Arsenal player.
Would you take 50
No.
mil? Fair.
I wouldn't.
Would you take 50 mil?
Nah.
Would you take 50 mil?
in this scenario, yes, because
What scenario though?
Because-
is this
no,
is this the media or is this
No.
real, bro?
this is, you know why? Because
I hear
we messed it
but-
up. We messed it up from the start.
I know we did.
He went
but we
on
did.
loan for no reason.
Who's we?
No,
Arteta.
Yeah,
Wait,
Arteta
Wait.
and
wait.
Arsenal.
I just wanted to
Wait,
get that
wait,
in,
wait.
innit?
Has-
Arteta.
Has his loan, wait, we can say he went on loan for no reason. We can say that, yeah.
They said it's
But
development.
has his loan not been a success? in
Marseille,
regards to
fantastic.
That
loan.
doesn't-
regards to his development?
Marseille-
But that's
fantastic
that's
loan.
different though. That's
Fantastic
two
loan.
different things. If you're saying that his individual development did it work out, yes,
Yes, it
but it also probably affected his mentality as well. I just got bought for 27 million from Arsenal. I'm excited to play
I'm
for
behind
Arsenal.
Mustafi.
I get there. I
Yeah.
play a loan game. No, I play a friendly against like Barnet, and then I'm on loan.
Yeah, but wait. We can say that, but has it really done that for his mentality? Because since he's gone on loan, he's been the solid guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's been the offensive version of Mbappe.
Yeah.
He's got. Oh, trust me, I've heard it.
He's Van Dijk,
He's
French Van Dijk.
Team of the season.
chill,
French
bro.
Van Dijk.
He's been brought into the French squad as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's made it,
Yeah, he's made
yeah.
it into the French squad. Like,
And what's
if
his-
anything, he's gonna come back to Arsenal. I am that guy.
No,
Yeah.
he's
I
gonna
am
come
that
back
guy.
and say no, because even to come back, he has to be willing to accept Arsenal again in a way. Because it's like,
he
all right,
said
you,
that,
is it you can't? No, he hasn't. He said a lot of things,
Look, I'm
and they all
saying,
contradict
like,
each other.
for
He
half-
low
half-
key needs to
halfway-
come out and do an interview.
Yeah, because halfway of last season, halfway through, he said, "I'm an Arsenal player. I want to play for Arsenal."
And
I
then he's
want
also
this."
said, I like Marseille.
Yeah, because I'm from
Yeah,
So-
I'm from the ends.
So that's what I'm saying though. So it's if it's a conflicting thing, like Arsenal's history with players who have conflicting issues is not good.
Yeah.
So
It's not, it's
if
not.
you bought this guy, I'm saying it's an Arsenal fault that why we're in this position. But you spent 27 mil on this guy. He went on loan ASAP. To me, I don't understand how you buy someone for that amount of money when he's 19 and then say you're loaning him for development.
I think
It makes no sense.
I think what Rash is saying about his loan to Nice and Marseille are actually brilliant loans.
great.
Great
And they've been
loans.
crucial.
Yeah.
But you see,
The part before is where Arsenal
It's how it
messed
was
up.
packaged.
Remember when we called him back
yeah,
when he could have played the final for Saint Etienne?
yeah.
And then we didn't do nothing with him,
That's
and
what
he
I'm
missed the
saying.
final.
It's kind
Then
of
his mum
packaged.
dies.
It's packaged a certain way. Like
Then his
with-
mom died, and that was the reason Arteta tried to use as an excuse. So he's probably thinking,
Oh.
"You've used my mom's death as an excuse for why you're not playing me."
Exactly.
But
That was the mad part.
I did
That
not
was-
know
But
that.
this
I
is
did
the
not know
thing
that.
as well. Was that a thing of he wanted to be around his people as well in France with his family around that time? Because he had no
Maybe.
support of people here in the UK.
It's-
No, but we kept him when his mom first died.
yeah, we did for a
For
little
like the
bit.
first half
For a
of the
little
season
bit.
before he went to Nice, we kept him just. That's when we
Rotten.
didn't call him up for the Carling Cup squad. Europa
He didn't
League
make
squad,
nothing.
And you're like,
I didn't know, but alright, I'm not defending Arteta because I think
No, I'm not saying
but
Arteta
what-
was like,
what I
yeah.
am saying
That's
is
an Arsenal
that
mistake. I'm
we
gonna
don't
say that.
know really what the boy was really going through.
No,
there.
no,
we don't
fair
know if
enough,
he was
fair enough.
depressed there. We don't know.
He might have
what
been,
his
yeah.
attitude
Could have been
was there.
homesick.
He might have been
Could have been,
homesick.
yeah.
Like we don't know because Arsenal are very closed doors when it comes to this type of
Yeah.
thing as well. So we're really moving on assumption in regards to Saliba a lot of the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to
Even
say?
now.
I mean, I've even heard people say that he had a falling out with Arteta. I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
I don't think he's.
I brought that up. I brought that up, but that came from just chat from Twitter, Arsenal fans and that. You know, people just make. I think a lot of people hate Arteta, so they just try to say everything.
It's
they
an
can.
interpretation.
some
We
of
don't
that.
know.
There
Like,
might be some of that.
I don't think Saliba. Like, he's never come out and said anything bad about
No, he
Arteta
hasn't.
or Arsenal. He seems that he's kind of handled it. For a 19-year-old in this era, he's handled it like a grown man.
He has.
Yeah.
For how, if I'm loaned when I just got bought for 27, I'm meant to be this next superstar. That's how it was packaged.
The only thing I would say now is that he's just made it into the French squad twice now, I think.
Yeah.
And he just got into the Ligue 1 team of the year. He's not coming back to be on the bench.
And he's not coming back to even fight.
Yeah, That's it. Because why?
So who's
he's not coming. It has to be Ben White. It has to be Ben White.
Ben White or Gabriel? Who's dropping?
Ben White.
Hold that. So you think it was good that he went on loan?
Yeah, because alright, cool. Avoiding the fact that we didn't get top 4, Arsenal slyly did have an alright season for where we ended up the season before.
Yeah, facts.
But all the media, all that pressure, it was good he went here for that. He's gone, he's done his thing, he's got in the France squad, he's been named one of the best defenders in that year in that league. He's not coming back to England with a rubbish rep. Ben White, everyone's on him. Gabriel, he's ish. You get him? He's coming here. If he plays, everyone's gonna back him. You'll back him. You'll back him.
Everyone will back him. 100%.
If Ben White's on the squad, there's half of the fans that are like, nah, bro.
Saliba should be playing.
As soon as he does something,
it's true.
and see defenders like Ben White, when the last couple of games that we lost and everyone was on him, I personally don't think he played too mad. But when you're someone that's not liked, as soon as you make one mistake, look what happened to Van Dijk, the final. Everyone's on him. What's that defending for the goal? Like, people don't understand things, you get me? So it's good. There's less pressure. He's going to come back with a good rep. He's got confidence. He's going to, hopefully, he does his thing,
Do you think it's a good headache to have 3, well, I'm not going to say great defenders, but to have 3 defenders to fight for their place instead of holding?
That's the best situation to have, because Arsenal, we all know we're an injury-prone team anyway. So them defenders ain't making it through the whole season. So that's one thing. And it's good anyway. So I feel like Saliba, let's be real, he's better than Ben White. So the fact that he's gone is giving a chance for Ben White to actually catch up, to get used to being in the team. Do you get what I mean?
We've seen Ben White. We've seen Ben White in the Prem. We ain't seen Saliba in the Prem. I'll say that.
Yeah, and that's what I'm going to say. That's
true.
That's one
true.
thing. Saliba might come, and you know what the Prem's like. Certain players come and just get turned.
Just gone. You don't see them.
Straight. Do you know
It's
what
a
I'm
hard
saying?
league, bro.
So Saliba might come back and he might prove to be who everyone thinks he is, and Ben White can sit on the bench, or he can be shaky, and Ben White can... He's played last season. He played at Brighton. He knows what it's about, so he's not going to come in and get torn to shreds.
No,
he's
not.
Do you get me? If you bring Saliba in, then, okay, he disappoints everyone. He bottles it. Ben White, jump back in. Do you get me?
And the truth is as well, is that Magalhaes has got a wild streak in him as well.
Gabriel, he does.
And even he can come off for a second. Like, and do you know what? I feel like they're good because they all bring certain attributes to the team. It don't even have to be a thing where like you're considering it as you're dropping one of them. Nah, you're just not suited for this game. You're being rotated. Now
Rotation,
we've got a different dynamic. You might even want to play a 3 out at the back one time. Do you get what I mean? Like, it gives us options, and if they're all ready and on the same level and playing together and they know each, then we might actually have something going there at the back. You get what I mean?
The thing as well is when you look at Arsenal's back line now with him in there, and you compare it with Man United.
There's a lot going on.
You have to smile. You have to smile and say, do you know what? Our back line is in a much better position than
it's getting more stable.
United.
It's getting more stable, and it's good. Like, because in the Prem, let's be real, it's not. No one's gonna wait for you to catch up. No one's gonna wait for you to develop. No one's gonna wait for you to get onto the level everyone's at.
Exactly.
No, so you can't develop 3 centre backs in one season. You can't do that. So one of them had to go anyway.
That's what Arsenal actually said in the interview.
And do you get what I mean? So even if he sent the wrong centre back away, and cool, we might have we didn't bottle this season. Whether everyone likes it or not, we didn't bottle this season. Where did we finish season before? Eighth. We bottled it in our eyes because we're a big club. We should be in Champions League, and we was in that spot. Do you get me? So we was in that spot, and we bottled it to Tottenham. So everyone's hurt by that, obviously. But in terms of where we finished and kind of what we've done this season, like, they've upset us, innit? They've let us down at certain aspects. There's certain games against like Palace, Brighton. You can't lose 3. I don't care.
You can't.
I don't care what's going on. You don't lose all 3 of those games in a row. And then you get what I mean? That's poor. But if we had lost against Palace, played another game and won, and then we lost to Brighton the week after, no one would have thought about it the same way. Do you get what I mean? It's just the fact that you lost. We needed you to win. You lost, but we was alright. win the next game now. You bottled it again.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's
Alright, we're still in a good position. Win the next game now. No, we didn't.
no,
we lost to Southampton. We
lost
three in a
remember we
row.
lost Palace. We lost Palace, Brighton, Southampton, and then we smoked Chelsea and United. But that's backwards.
weird, isn't it?
That's so backwards.
That's
though.
weird.
Do you get what? And I know there's that thing where the underdog team, there's less pressure. You play better, and all that's real because I play ball and all that's. Do you get me? Like you feel that pressure, all that stuff. When no one's watching you, you do what you can do. Do you get what I mean? And when you're expected to win, other teams are like, nah, bro. Like this is the Prem. You're not going to Palace and Brighton and that and just wiping them over. No. So in terms of Saliba going on loan, I think it's good anyway. Because all three of our defenders got developed in that year. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a good point, man.
Everyone got developed in that year. So
It's a good point.
Right.
And-
Hey, he killed it.
and
Can't
no,
lie.
Yeah,
I wouldn't sell him for 50 because who are we gonna buy back with that?
I think we got some. I think we got 2 centre backs on loan.
Nah,
Nah.
Get all of that,
What's
man.
that? The Greek one, man.
Don't matter. He's
He's
gone, bro.
He's being sold.
He's
The-
sold,
the
bro.
mo-
Something like that.
yeah, he's gone.
4 million.
They're gone.
Yeah.
That
Big him up,
Yeah.
man. 5 mil, bro. Imagine.
And he was supposed
Nah,
to be the next guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just kept putting him on loan. He just never got a shot. He played pre-season. That was it.
That's some good points,
echoing
though.
what Shayden
That's
said
some
as
good
well.
points.
Look, 3 of our players, centre backs, got the development that they needed that season, and Arteta actually said that.
Right.
He said, "Look,
Hey, that's a great point.
That was a
Saliba
great
was
point. I
here.
can't
I'm hoping
lie.
Arteta's thinking like
no,
that.
but no,
Yeah.
Arteta said it.
I hope
This
so.
is what he actually said. He said, if Saliba was here this season, for the development that he needed, he wouldn't have got it because he would have got one game every other week. Yeah.
Yeah.
When in reality, he needed to play week in, week out to get to the standard where we needed him to be.
Fair.
You know what I'm trying to say? And he got that. You know what I mean? He got
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So if that was Arteta's plan, or whether he's thought that up now and said, "Look, that was my
I said
plan."
now.
No, but look, that was
Like,
my
it's
plan
just
from the
worked out like
get-go.
that,
It just
yeah.
worked out.
It's
So
just
we-
worked out like that.
So then that's
Nah, I hear you,
different.
man.
But yeah, like if that was his mentality and his plan and idea from the get-go, he made the right decision.
Yeah.
Made the right
And end of the day, as Shayden was saying, if you look at Man City, they've got Diaz, Laporte, Stones. They all still managed to play their fair share of games over the course of the season.
And is it Aki?
And Ake,
Ake.
he plays less. But
Yeah.
He's gonna be sold this season
Yeah,
anyway.
and I think that is a bit sad.
would you
Because
take him?
I like Ake. I think he. I
take
like
him in what aspect?
I like him, bro.
He wouldn't be a
No,
starter.
not starter. Backup.
Oh, backup, yeah, but why would he go from backup to City, back to Arsenal?
Yeah, he would want to play.
Yeah, he could go to like.
So where would you go? He was
He
saying
could go to like Everton.
He could go.
Nah, to be fair, I'm cursing him. I'm
go
cursing him.
Spurs.
That's
I'm
living.
cursing him.
He
I'm
could go-
cursing
He
him.
could go to a
United?
Villa or West Ham.
United. Would he start in United?
Villa just signed that Diego Carlos done.
He did. They did.
You can go Spurs. Him and
That's a
Romero is
shout.
not bad.
On the left, on the
No,
left.
'cause they play free. They play. If Conte staying there, they're gonna play free. So yeah, you'll be.
So if they
Just
buy
sign
that
Perisic
Bastoni
and that.
guy, then
Yeah.
Sign
that's all right.
Perisic
Just
and
got
that.
Perisic.
Oh yeah.
They're showing that they're intent.
So who we got? Who we got? Anything come out about who we got? Who we signed?
We ain't signed no one.
No one
We
yet.
ain't signed no
Hey.
one yet.
Oh, and Marquinhos, we signed him.
Oh yeah.
And look,
I don't know, I don't know.
a lot of people were trying
Bringing
to
up this
count because there
Marquinhos
was
done,
rumour-
man. I swear
there's a
down.
rumour about
I keep
Wolves.
thinking.
This is what I'm trying to say about people flipping reading the title of newspaper headings and not knowing the story as well. Some people was like, ha ha, Arsenal Banter Club, they lost him to Wolves, ha ha.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
But in reality is that he was supposed to go to Wolves. Yeah, but Arsenal already had a pre-agreement with the club that he was at, so that if they have any up-and-coming bad boys, that we get first dibs, and we pay something like 2 million or something like
Some
that.
chump
3
change.
million, right?
Yeah, chump
Yeah,
change.
for that set, just for to have that first dibs as well. So for anyone which is normally Man United fans who was like, Arsenal did it again, look at that. Read the story. Don't just read the headline.
Yeah.
And you know what? We're saying all of this about it could be White. It could be Gabriel.
It could be,
Gabriel.
it could be.
Juve are
A
trying to.
wild child.
Juve are trying to buy
Yeah,
Gabriel.
they've been trying for like a couple of weeks now.
They
That's
said he's going to be
interesting.
one of their targets.
And I
So
would say don't sell because we need a strong back
Yeah, he's
line, and
still
we need
back, yeah.
someone that if one of those guys
We got Holden.
gets injured, shut up, bruv. Shut up.
We said hold
Don't
it.
We
even-
got Holden.
Don't even bother, bruv. Yeah.
Yeah, nah, this guy still raised holding. How?
I don't.
I
I used to.
I'll be honest. I
Can
don't
I
mind
say
him.
why? Can I say why?
As a bencher, all right.
Yeah, as a
As a
bencher.
backup, he done the job.
No, as a backup, he's fine.
That's
Bruv,
why.
he came on. He came on in that Tottenham game.
He didn't come on.
He was a
bro.
ball in the
was
China
on
shop.
minute one.
Like he was on crack.
Now he was a ball in a China shop. He was just chasing around.
Bruv.
He threw Son. The first time I was like, yeah, you gotta rough him up.
Yeah.
Then the second time, I
The
was like,
second one, you're like, yo,
whoa.
chill, B.
Guys, relax.
First,
I said beat him up. Look,
he did one next thing and he got away with it. I remember you said it in the chat. You said it in the chat just before me. Well, this guy's gonna get sent off. And I was thinking, I was like,
I said it in one of my other group
said
chats.
he's losing it.
I said this crack is about to go off.
He's
Bro,
about to go.
you know what? When he threw Son over his head, I said, "Oh yeah, he wants to get sent off today.
yeah.
He's losing his mind."
I was like, yeah, he's lost it.
He's like, nah,
You know
man,
what it
bun
was?
this game.
He
bro.
gave him a
It was
Chris
no
Benoit
chance as well.
suplex.
It was when he broke. It was when he
Hey, you
broke
can't even
Son,
talk
yeah,
about
and gave
Chris
him
Benoit,
like
bro.
when he gave him the little flip around as well,
can't lie.
and his face was like, I knew it. He was.
said, "What are you doing?"
The mentality.
Maybe it's the trim.
I'm on smoke.
Stupid toupee.
The referee looked at him like, "What you on? Chill, relax, bro. What you on?"
But the referee even came to him and said, "Bro." The referee went to Son as well and goes, "Listen, don't worry. I know what's going on. It's gonna be
He's
okay."
going off in a minute.
Like, trust me. Like, we all do it. Like, it was mad. It was
And
mad.
Son's like, yeah, I hear that.
I think we can all agree that he's a good backup. He's not a starter.
Yes, he is. There was a moment of
Okay.
madness against Spurs.
No.
But he's actually an okay
He's
backup.
not a backup. This is what he is.
He's like a last 5 minutes.
Last 5, 10, 15 minutes
Just
when
clear
the
it.
other team
John
say,
Obi Mikel.
Just clearing to the
when we need to go to a back
don't
five,
suspend Mikel.
a full-back
Yeah,
a full-back five.
Yeah.
And we need that guy in there.
Don't
He's good for
disrespect
that.
Because he's
Headers.
he's good at that.
Yeah,
That's what he does.
Get your head on one,
That's his
son.
best. That's his best match.
Yeah, get your head on one, son. That's it. That's holding.
Yeah, like, but yeah, if you're talking about, of course he shouldn't start for Arsenal. No,
Yeah, I don't even know why he's still here, to be honest.
I don't mind.
If I'm being honest, if I'm being really honest,
I blame Wenger.
Still here.
I blame
Yeah,
Wenger.
if I'm being honest,
Yeah,
I don't know
he's-
why he's still here.
He's a
Let me
low
ask
risk,
you a question.
low risk guy,
Let me
man.
ask you a question. If he wasn't here during the season, I know we didn't
don't
win.
matter.
I don't, you think, all those games we had to see off. We had to see off at least 8 games.
Oh
and he
my
started them
God,
off.
you're giving way too much praise for coming on.
So who else could have done that? What other defenders?
Don't matter, man.
Let's not say that.
No, but it's just what I'm saying is that all he did was head the
You're gonna
head the ball.
overpraise someone for coming
Nah,
on for
I can't
5
do that,
minutes.
man.
Wait,
I
so
like
he
Holding,
didn't-
but
he
I'm
didn't
not
help-
giving him no extra credit for
No,
this.
we have to give extra credit. He didn't help us see off games.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
But you're
That's
meant
what I'm
to.
giving
That's your
credit.
job.
That's what I'm saying.
No, but yeah, but that's. I agree with you, but your example is just really bad.
Yeah, your example.
Am I giving him too much praise?
Yes.
I big up Holding in the building.
We shouldn't even brought him up. He wasn't in the conversation. I don't know why you're bringing him up anyway.
Now he's low risk.
I'm
Like,
saying,
he's cool.
I'm saying, even if Saliba comes back, we shouldn't get rid of Holding, in my opinion.
No, he's just low risk. Like
Yeah,
throw him
he's
there.
Cut games.
For me, he's irrelevant.
Yeah. All right. Look.
So you would get him out of our squad.
Like, I don't even know he's there.
Look. Anyway, moving on. Yeah.
Like, no offense.
Gnabry, Jesus.
What, which one?
No, not which one. What are we saying?
Oh,
Saying
about
get them
both.
both.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, the Jesus one, I think can still happen because I just don't think like no disrespect to Jesus. I don't know that the top teams he might want, like he might not get, and you might as well stay in a league where you can shine. Like he's been okay at Man City. It's not been an amazing time. He hasn't set the world on fire, but he's been cool. So he can go to Arsenal, kind of be the main striker. He's kind of the guy he's gonna bring a lot of like winning mentality there. Like he's won a lot at 25. So he I think can come. Gnabry, I can't see it. Not yet. If we had Champions League, maybe.
That's the key factor in the Champions League for Gnabry. There's definitely something with Gnabry to Arsenal, though.
Yeah, he likes Arsenal. He loves
Sentimentally,
Arsenal.
Where not even likes Arsenal. I think he knows that he didn't leave in the right way.
Unfinished business.
Unfinished.
We
business.
violated him.
We violated him.
On loan to West Brom and that.
You know, after those
we
bad
we
injuries.
kind of rated Campbell over him.
Yeah,
Joe Campbell and Walcott.
Hey,
Because
that Campbell done.
Joe
Joe
Campbell.
Campbell, though. He wasn't horrible. To
he was cool.
He
He was alright.
was alright.
He was a fighter.
for him to play. A lot of Arsenal fans were fighting for him to play. Not over.
Actually, when I say we violated him, we actually didn't violate him. But it's, you know what? It's because at the time I understood why we were picking Walcott. I did.
But the thing is, what people forget what happened to Gnabry is Wenger wanted to extend his deal, right?
Yeah.
And then where was the first team he went to? Was it Werder Bremen or Hoffenheim?
It was Werder Bremen.
Bayern Munich went to Werder Bremen and said, sign him.
So that we can scoop.
So then we can then buy him after.
And Bayern are one of the sneakiest
Bayern are
teams.
the best.
Oh, do you know how mad that
behind
is?
your back.
So obviously, Gnabry heard all that.
Players for time.
Yeah, and
Like,
he
you know
knew,
what?
well,
Fair
Bayern
enough.
was-
He's almost looking at Werder Bremen now like a loan.
Yeah.
And he
Before going
smoked
back to
Werder
Bayern.
Bremen, then he smoked Bayern.
Then he smoked at Hoffenheim,
Oh yeah, he smoked Hoffenheim, then he smoked Bayern.
and then he smoked at Bayern.
He smoked Bayern. Like,
It's mad because I actually know a couple of Arsenal fans, including Ted Adi. They don't even want Gnabry.
for what's their reason though?
They don't rate him.
They don't rate him. Whoa.
They don't rate him like that.
Wait, if you were gonna say, "Oh, he's gonna impede Saka," I probably wouldn't agree, but
I
I'd
think
hear
he
him.
can play on the left. He should play on the left.
play on the left.
Saka.
No,
both of them can.
Gnabry.
They can both switch.
Yeah, Gnabry's just one of the. He's a goal scoring winger. Like he's
Would
one of
Germany
the.
even play him through the middle sometimes?
They do. Attacking mid. They play attacking mid.
Yeah, he's.
But yeah, not to rate Gnabry that's criminal. How do you not rate
Would
him?
you man do like? I think his price is like what 40, 45 mem.
Something like that.
Would you man throw like 300k if it needed that to secure him?
You'd kind of need it.
Well, look, I think that's what he's screaming. He wants that sort of. He wants that sort of way.
Would you do it?
With a Banyang off our box.
So, yeah,
It's not bad. It's not bad.
I like that.
200. If you get us champs, you get a bonus. You get a pay rise.
Yeah, then we can reopen the books and we can see what we can do.
How does Gnabry now?
Yeah.
How does Gnabry now?
25, 26, I'm going to say.
How much was a Banyang on when he was with us, please?
350.
350. Yeah.
350.
So the final contract was 350.
A year and a half.
Year and a half. 350.
And,
Yeah.
All right, if we put it in these terms, Aubameyang obviously had a big reputation, but Gnabry is a winner.
Got Champions League and everything.
Gnabry's a better player.
And yes, he is.
Gnabry's a better player. And how old is he?
He's 26.
All right, Tielemans.
I would like Tielemans, but I'll say I've got concerns about his getting around the pitch.
Engine.
Because
off the ball, he doesn't offer much.
He's like,
Like,
a better
he's-
version of Xhaka.
exactly. Like,
To be fair, we'll take it.
yeah, like he's 100%.
I know I am.
I'll take that 100%.
Bro.
But at the same time, like I'll take him more because of the price too. But
How much
there's
is it?
it's 25 mil. But then you seen that Fabian Ruiz is available for 25 mil as well, yeah.
See, and there's also what's the Wolves boy?
Nevers. Nah, they've upped his price to 60
Nah,
mil.
he's gonna be
60 mil. they've
35
upped his
mil
price.
was
Last
yesterday's
year.
price
That
is
was
not
yesterday's
today's price.
Not today's price.
Yesterday's price,
It's
not
not
today's
This is not
price.
today's price.
Yeah, 60
'Cause
mil now.
he turned up this season.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
really, really, really good.
I heard United are getting Neves though. I heard that's they want to.
Nah, they won't Frankie de Jong.
Let's speak about that because I heard like
They're gonna get
De
Frankie
Jong
de Jong.
is actually thinking. I've heard him in the mix with Arsenal today.
He's got a relationship.
You know what?
His price is 80 million euros though.
He's got the mental.
80 million euros is price, so
Yeah,
listen,
80 or
so he's-
85.
so
One or two. I think it's
he's
80.
got-
I
he's
think you're
got
right.
this mentality of or he likes the idea of the Ajax, Barcelona, Arsenal combination.
yeah, they're kind of
Yeah.
like a link trio. in a way, the way
Overmars
it is.
kind of, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
pathway.
Yeah.
He loves that. You know
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say. I read an article the other day about him snubbing United, saying he'd prefer Arsenal over. And then off of the back of that, this has come up. You know what I'm trying to say? So
I saw Romano say yesterday that United have actually started negotiations.
They started.
With
They're gonna
Barca,
go.
but-
They're gonna go for him.
Because basically, apparently, Barca need to raise 500 million by.
No, Barca are in the same place. I thought they'll be better off because of the Spotify deal. They're in the same place. They got players waiting to join.
Did you see the
Messi
thing
and
that
them, man,
apparently,
Yeah.
apparently they're so broke, they're offering fans the chance to play at the new camp for 300 euros per fan to play at the new camp.
crazy.
This historic
How
stadium.
That's how bad it is.
Um,
This historic stadium with
that's-
Messi's grace.
because De Jong said he's happy at Barcelona
He
now,
said-
but
he also
it's not in
said-
his hands.
But
He
he
does
also
not
said
wanna
he
go
hasn't
United.
heard
Yeah.
anything from management about this.
They're going to
as
send him
well.
behind his back.
Yeah, and he said he hasn't
100%.
heard anything from his agent or Barcelona. So
I'll be real,
he
he's
said
going
as far as
United.
he's concerned, it's
I
a
think so.
rumor, but
He's going United.
Because
United will overpay for
Listen,
him.
Ten Hag is not
And
here
he
to
won't
play.
be happy to be there.
but he has to also agree to it.
No, we don't.
Not necessarily.
Because if the
yeah,
money
he
is
can
there and they say, listen, we need you out of here. They're
Yeah.
gonna pay you this. You're gonna go back with Ten Hag. It's gonna be a reunion. Get out.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna
I
happen.
think that's what they're going to do. I think Barca might even.
And Ten Hag's not playing games.
Might
You
even
see, Ragnick and him, apparently there was not a clash, but obviously they're big personalities. Ragnick wanted to do certain things. Ten Hag wants to do certain things. Ragnick's gone.
Yeah.
So he wants to run the club
Yeah,
how he wants to run the
Charles
club.
Ragnick.
I just can't see why he would go to United.
No, he doesn't want to.
Yeah.
He does not want to.
but
And
only-
if
I
you're
can see-
forced to go somewhere you don't want to go.
Remember Di Maria? He didn't want to leave Madrid.
No, he didn't.
And
He
then
didn't want to go United.
Exactly.
Look
But
what
look,
happened.
And look what happened.
Yeah, he
I'm
left.
saying that's going to
Same
happen
thing can
again.
happen.
But the only saving grace
It's
is
Ten Hag.
Ten Hag.
That's the only saving grace.
And not just that, all Donny as well, and
But
I'll be honest. I
don't
like
care
Donny.
that
I
Ten
don't
Hag-
think he's getting back in that team.
You don't think Donny's
I
getting
think,
back in?
I think Ten Hag
He might
will give him a
play,
chance.
but he's not gonna. Be, I don't think he's gonna be a main
what's Donny's
fixture.
best position? 'Cause I don't
Centre
know
mid.
Like, if you're gonna put him against someone in United where they play normally, who like where?
You can't do that because they don't play the way that he
Okay,
plays.
fair.
all right, but this is what I'm trying to say. Look, I don't think you can go to a United and be happy playing with McFred.
That sound like a bad burger.
They have to bring in another midfielder. I agree with you. I think they got to bring in a older midfielder. I don't think
Fred in that.
Fred or McTominay can play next.
Nasty burger.
He's what is he? He's like a boxer. He kind of does it all.
Yeah.
He's more an intelligent.
He's very
player.
intelligent actually.
Like,
And he needs
Van-
to have
Van de
intelligent
Beek.
players around him.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, let's see what happens. I mean, I think the best way to round it up is if we just list some of the players that we've spoken about today and we just say where we think they'll end up. Obviously, we'll be back in the studio soon, so it might be that the situations change.
Yeah, it might
Some
be.
of them we might be right or wrong, but just going off instinct. So let's start with Pogba. Where do you think he'll end up?
PSG.
I reckon he'll go back to Italy.
For Juve.
Yeah.
Juve.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's going back to Juve. Mane. We all agree Bayern Munich.
Yeah, he's going by.
Real Madrid.
Well, look,
I mean, they have actually come in yesterday.
I saw
I
that
saw
yesterday.
Madrid link.
But
Now,
it
Bayern
makes
are trying to get it
sense.
done real quick.
ASAP.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it makes sense
ASAP.
to go to Real Madrid, yeah, because
Where would he play?
your competition is going to be Hazard and Vinicius and the other Rodrigo. Is it
Rodrigo.
Rodrigo.
Yeah. Or Benzema could be your competition because you might want to play up top.
But imagine I'm coming from one of the best teams in the world. I'm now coming to fight with you guys. Why?
You coming to fight?
Yeah.
Let's go Bayern
So
and
where
start.
would he play in by? I mean,
Number 9, bro. Lewandowski
Listen,
was out.
and
he was out.
Hey.
And Gnabry's walking out.
And Gnabry.
and
So he can play
Sane isn't who he thinks he
Sane
is.
is
Yeah.
not who he thinks he is.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Sane is actually cold, but he's not
He's
who he
so
thinks
cold,
he
bro.
is.
Sane, let Sane tell it, he thinks he's the best who ever lived.
Well, and that's another one who's a victim of natural ability.
Yeah.
Him. I thought Pep was crazy at first for selling him. He's right.
Yeah.
Right. 50 mil doesn't look that bad now.
Nah. 'Cause
So,
this guy, you talk too much.
yeah.
And you don't play enough.
Yeah. It's true.
you talk more
Bad
than
combo.
you play.
It's a bad mix.
And then Germany don't even he had problems with
Joachim
Joachim
He
Low.
don't make the team, does he?
I can imagine him being at home arguing with his
ish.
dad.
Yeah.
Do you know them one, innit?
Anyone inside.
Yeah.
Can't be massa. My belt will come off.
All right, so we're saying Mane to Bayern. Gnabry.
Arsenal.
If he doesn't sign that a new deal, I think he's coming.
Okay, so that's 2 for Arsenal.
I think he'll figure it out. He'll stay at Bayern for now.
Bayern.
Yeah. If we were fourth this season, I'd say he might come.
Yeah.
If he
No,
was
I
fourth,
think he would have
would've
come.
got so
I
many-
think he would have come
Yeah.
with
We
4.
would have got Dion if we got fourth.
If we got fourth, we would have got.
Yeah,
a lot of
hopefully.
players.
Hopefully you're wrong. Hopefully.
Man,
We would have
Sterling.
got Pogba if we got fourth.
Man, Sterling if we got fourth.
All right, what about Salah?
Last day in.
Staying
Madrid.
Madrid. I'll be a bit of a
Man,
man.
I think he might end up staying this season,
Okay.
even though they should sell him.
Yeah. Stay. I think he'll stay as well. But I do think if he stays, he will become a free agent next year.
Yeah.
And then
He's gonna knock him over the head for that money. He's
Yeah,
gonna
he will.
He's gonna collect.
What's the last one? Tielemans.
Hopefully Arsenal, but I got one more after.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Saying Arsenal. Bro, so you got a lot of man going Arsenal.
Yeah.
Tielemans.
Yeah, I sadly think that's wrapped up.
Okay, so you're saying Arsenal. That's more likely than Gnabry. Yeah, that's definitely true.
Yeah, I say we're the front runners.
So you think Arsenal too? Yeah. To be fair, I agree. I think Tielemans will come. Young Man United.
Yeah, I think he's Man United bound.
United bound.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it.
You think Arsenal?
No, I don't think Arsenal, but I just don't. I can't.
You don't want it to be-
I don't think he's going to United, man. I think he'll choose a Spurs over United or a Newcastle over United.
Shite.
Yeah,
If
bro.
if they could afford it, not Newcastle. No, if Spurs would actually go in for him and afford it, he would probably go there. They
Yeah,
play
just
Champions League.
their style is not his style.
Oh, his style as well, yeah. So
Conte is a
yeah, true. That's
Yeah.
They will.
And imagine him pinging them balls through to
Yeah.
Son.
Yeah. Perisic on the
Perisic
left
on
wing
the
back.
he ain't got
Oi.
enough support though. Man.
Hey, we might have started supporting Spurs.
But we know that they need to build. We know Spurs' weakness is their midfield.
It is.
They got no creativity in them.
So we know they must be looking for it.
They need some
back line's
defenders
meaty
too.
too.
Yeah.
Ben Davies is meaty.
I too.
Who? Gone?
Eddie and Lacazette. What do you think?
Oh,
I mean, I don't care.
This
guy, bro.
No, Eddie's just signed a new deal.
I
bro.
don't care.
Eddie signed.
Yeah, Eddie signed a new deal, boy.
Eddie's deal is done. He's staying.
For how long?
5 years.
5 years.
I think that's just for money's sake. No, wait.
Now you ain't going nowhere.
Shout out Eddie. Shout out Eddie for getting the bag. Big up Eddie for getting the bag. Still. Big up Eddie.
Big up Eddie, but what it is,
Hey, lucky
I
Rash
think-
helped me back. Boy. I got to leave.
He was ready to dip.
I
He was
reckon,
ready to
I reckon they
dip.
did that with Eddie so they could get peas for Eddie. Because he was going to walk on a free. And that's what I reckon. And if he's tied in for 5 years, it just means you can put his
You know
price
what?
up
If they done it for that,
I actually don't think it's that.
I don't think
it
it's
has to be
that,
that, man.
I think he might be starting
I'm
first
never
game of the
gonna-
season.
I actually don't mind Nketiah, but
Huh?
I just don't understand why
Excuse me?
Balogun ain't got a
Cup
chance.
games.
Oh, you mean cup game?
Yeah,
right?
I'm not as our main guy.
Okay,
Come
But
on.
he doesn't want that. That's
That's
why
why-
he wants to leave, and that's why it doesn't make sense.
We will find out first game of the season if he's starting.
If I see Lacazette sign a year contract, I'll be very, very
I think
upset.
Lacazette's going back to Leon.
He's gone back to
I want him gone like yesterday.
Yeah.
No disrespect to him, but need you out so someone else can come in.
100%. Oh, and last one actually, Lewandowski.
Barca.
I heard Barca, but
If they
now the
can-
money thing, it doesn't make sense.
They'll find a way to get him.
They'll find a
They'll
way.
find a way. Even if they have.
That's
to
a
borrow
mad-
from-
Barcelona or Bayern, you mean? Well, in the
playing
past.
against them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Costa Messi and that. Yeah. Yeah.
Bygones be bygones. man.
Bygones be bygones when he
we
scores
saw-
in the
look,
Clasico,
We've
innit?
seen worse things happen in Spain. Look at Figo. Yeah? Figo went to the ops.
Directly.
I'm not gonna lie, in those times it could have got sticky for Figo.
I think he probably did a couple times for Figo. I'm not going to lie.
Bro, in the streets, hey. Shout him out, though. Shout him out.
See, I had one. I forgot it though, man.
Uh,
Actually, Sterling. I had Sterling.
I was going to say Sterling.
You know, Sterling had a little similar announcement to Mane. I'll decide my future in June. That means you're going.
That means you're going, yeah.
So where's he going?
Barca, if possible.
Arsenal. Oh, I thought to Arsenal.
Spurs, innit?
I reckon Barca, if possible. Hey, listen, hold on a sec. Did I say Madrid? I reckon Salah might go Chelsea.
Now,
If he goes next year, he's going Chelsea.
I think next year. I don't now.
Because Salah's the type of guy to think in his head, I can't live with the thing that I'm going to let Chelsea flop. Let me go and correct that.
Yeah, you'll go and correct it too.
What's that? What's that? I mean, he is, but that's why you'll correct it. So that's not the first thing you think of,
much
innit?
a chance, but
Yeah, he didn't get much of a chance, man.
Yeah, he was young, innit? Yeah. I mean, Lukaku's been a Chelsea flop twice. Yeah.
De Bruyne
But this
was
is
fat at
Salah,
Chelsea.
innit? This in his
Do you know
head,
what it is?
innit? Like,
It's Chelsea fans, and I understand why. These players went out and excelled other places.
elsewhere, yeah.
They became great. Bar Lukaku.
Yeah.
I actually like Lukaku a lot. Man.
Yeah, few players excel like that at Chelsea. Consistency. Nah.
But
he's right.
But
You know what
Drogba,
it was? He was a menace on the pitch.
that's what it was.
He was a
Big game player.
He was a big game player, but he was a menace in every game.
Yeah, Drogba's not. Drogba,
Yeah.
Drogba's not the 25 goal a season guy. That's just wasn't
That's
him.
why, like, I saw a picture yesterday that said Henry 0 goals in 9 finals, Drogba 11 goals in like 12 finals.
Yeah, that tells
It's like
one
that's a cool,
story.
that's a cool
Yeah.
picture.
That tells one
No
story.
one
It's
here is
not the
taking
whole picture
Drogba
at all.
over Henry.
Henry,
No
never.
one
Even when you
here.
look at like think of, all right, Kante's whole time at Chelsea, he's had great seasons, but he's also had strange
Down
seasons
seasons. Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah,
they
yeah.
use him wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's hard to consistently bang at Chelsea.
Yeah.
I mean, there's even Nikolai. Nikolai had
That's
a
actually a
couple
great
good,
point. Yeah,
Nikolai had good moments at Chelsea. Do you know what I mean? Nicolas Anelka. You know what I'm trying to say? And he's a player
He
who
was
played,
cold,
who played across the board of
That
the
guy.
best teams.
yeah.
That guy was
Cold, man.
everywhere.
Ooh, I've got one. Good again.
Yeah, let's end it with Gundogan. Well, we didn't do Sterling, to be fair.
Oh yeah,
we did
Sterling.
do
So
Sterling.
let's do Gundogan and we'll end it with Sterling.
Yeah.
So Gundogan, maybe back to Dortmund.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see him going to Germany.
Yeah,
I had America.
that is
I
a
heard that.
possibility.
He said it himself though. That's the
Maybe
thing.
Okay, fair enough.
He's 32, 33.
Yeah.
Accomplished
32.
player.
Would you take him for a year? Very similar to
Hey, listen.
Yeah, I would.
I'll take
I would.
I'll take
I think
Gundogan
him for
now.
6 months.
with the injuries though.
There is
Yeah.
that's just a myth now. It's not
That's a
injuries
myth,
no
yeah.
more.
Okay, good.
Get injury
He
prone
had
now.
injuries. They is fixed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if we rotate him, we will take him. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he's used the way he is at the City.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's the
Yeah,
problem. That's
yeah,
why
yeah.
when Arsenal
That's
buy
the
injured-
problem.
That's why when they buy injured players, they stay injured.
That's the
Oh man.
Kim play injured. Yeah.
Kim Kallstrom.
All right, let's end it with Sterling. So what are you saying, Sterling?
Sterling, he's not going to stay. I heard the Spurs want him. I think you've got Spurs. That would be a good competition.
Interesting shout.
And that'll be scary if he goes there. I'll be honest. It'll be very scary.
Yeah, I'll be shit scared if he goes.
Yeah, I'll be
Spurs.
just scary.
I'll
Scary
be
side.
disappointed if he goes.
They'll do well in Champions League. They'll do well in cup games, and they'll do well in the Prem because they've got a
They
good
signed
rotation.
Sterling there. That's
A good
Sterling like
rotation.
silverware, man.
I'm gonna say this. Sterling might go to London. I don't know where, but he's coming to London.
fair
I
enough.
think he's a London boy.
He is.
Probably had enough
It
of
might be
Manchester
time
now.
to come back,
Fulham just
yeah.
got promoted.
And Liverpool as well.
Whew. Fulham have to give him the club for him.
They've got to give him anything. All the car parking
Alright,
spaces.
so you're saying Spurs?
I think Spurs, man.
I
Unfortunately,
think he might go Spain.
that'd be good.
See, I would have said Barca, but the money problems
Yeah, they need to pay him.
They
Man.
ain't got enough.
ain't going
Not
on.
enough for Sterling. Yeah, facts.
But look, remember, City was willing to sell Sterling for something like 40 mil, 35 mil.
They was
I
gonna give.
still, I still
they
think
was gonna
Barca can't pay that.
give- They was gonna give him for free to
Barca
Spurs.
need a
for free.
Klarna.
But what they call him?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And
Maybe even
need-
PSG.
I don't think you'd like it there.
Yeah, you know what? I might have to go with the Spurs one kind of makes sense, you know. The Spurs one makes
Do you remember?
sense.
Do you remember that?
They got Champions League football as
Do you
well.
remember
It
that they were
makes
going to give
sense.
Sterling for free with someone else, Laporte?
Yeah,
I think.
Liverpool.
100 mil.
100 million plus Kane, yeah.
So like, I don't think. Yeah, I think they.
Might go-
That
I would-
conversation might
yeah.
be still open.
I'm going to go Spurs.
I'm just gonna leave it open ended and say London.
London club.
That's in London.
You're saying Spain?
No, I'm saying Spain.
And what are you saying, Sweden? Let's see.
Oh, mad. He wants to come back to ends.
Yeah, so we know who you're saying. We know who you're saying. So West Ham and that, yes.
I even forgot about West Ham still.
Him and Bowen on the wings.
I'm just saying, yeah, he's a silverware man.
He is.
Liverpool because he wanted to win trophies.
And he did.
He's a serial winner.
He's not going to say, I've won trophies now to go to an empty cabinet.
Yeah. True that. True that.
Going back to it, Declan Rice.
He's staying.
Should Chelsea go for him? And
Not
would
for
he
the
fit-
money that's
and
offered.
would he fit the system?
And does anyone fit the system at Chelsea?
Chelsea need to develop what they got.
They got bare guys on loan.
They've got 11. They got like 7 centre midfielders.
Yeah, bro.
Guy from Palace, what's his name?
Gallagher.
Gallagher.
He's a Chelsea player.
He's back at Chelsea now.
We'll see if he gets a chance.
No, he won't.
I don't think he will, but yeah.
Loftus Cheek plays and then he don't play. Like
Don't play.
I see Loftus Cheek playing right wing back.
Yep.
Mad.
He's just doing anything.
It's mad. But
Yeah, anyway.
But yeah, man. But listen, people, it's been a great show. A lot on the transfer window right now for us to get into today. So big up everyone who's tuned in. Obviously, smash the likes. Subscribe to RBT. Obviously, make sure to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. Obviously, big up all the man, big up Shaden, cameraman / pundit today. You know what I'm saying? So, active in that. So big him up. Big up Jeff as always. Big up Rash. Big up Jalil.
Come on.
Big up everyone who's tuned in. We'll definitely be back in the studio real soon. And yeah, have a great bank holiday weekend, people. We're out.
Big up the queen. Big up the queen.
Salam.